Yo, what up? What up? What up? Y'all know the deal, man. Like and share, like and share, like and share, so we can get this thing out everywhere. Really appreciate everybody for coming up in here, man. Pulling up on me. Go ahead, hit that like button, man. If you would and you could, greatly appreciate it. Let's go ahead and hop into it. So, it's crazy, bro. Right? As to how something starts out small, and it's quote unquote underground or whatever, or a nice little niche thing. But now, lo and behold, that more and more people are being aware of it. And pretty much what's happening is black men are being forced by society to fucking start speaking the fuck up. Okay. And shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the content creators. Shout out to black men that had the nuts, okay, the testicular fortitude to start speaking their mind. All right. Very, very important. Again, for far, far too long, black men sat back in the corner and actually in the bathroom and were toilets, human toilets. It's crazy, right? I can remember this as a kid, man. Even in the rap music, it was like, you won't live to make it to be grown. You got to have a wicked jump shot to sell rocks. Everything was towards the black man was a negative, right? No positive influences whatsoever outside of sports. Of course, sports, hey, sometimes I dream that he is me, like Mike. If I could be like Mike, I wanna be like Mike. That outside of sports, you really didn't have much positive things, man. To look forward to as a young black boy, and your future is becoming a black man. Especially the 80 babies where, hey, crack epidemic, going through that stuff or whatnot, what have you. Even if you weren't affected directly, you were affected in some cases. I won't say a lot, but a substantial amount of cases, depending on what area you were from, you were affected, residual, right? So the crazy part about it is, and then you get past that and you start getting into the media attack, which, hey, how many of us didn't see Color Purple as a kid? You know, that was like that was a VHS that was in motherfucking every black household. You hear me? Every black household had that motherfucking Color Purple VHS in it. Okay, if you didn't, something was wrong with you. All right, and Mister, till you do right by me, them fingers, not fingers, them fingers, until you do right by me. That was the image of the black man at that time, having no idea what role Oprah would play, right, in perpetuating this black misandry that we still have going on today. And Oprah was I don't even know if she had started her talk show yet, or even if she had, it was nowhere as big as it would be. And no one ever thought that, this woman that just has a simple talk show and she's a part-time actress would be a billionaire and one of the biggest influencers of black entertainment that we've ever known, right? But lo and behold, and it wasn't just that, because what Oprah had a couple of more roles. Brewster's Place was a big one. But I don't know if you guys, that's not a that's a definitely a black thing more so than a more mainstream one. But Brewster's Place was there, and if you remember right, in Brewster's Place had a rainbow element to it. And again, who was the bad guy? Black man bad. You know what I'm saying? He out here taking that, taking the cat. All right. Like a robbery at Peter. All right. So even though I don't claim to be red pill or whatever, what have you, I understand the importance of it. And I never go against it. I don't speak down on it because, again, and different people have different definitions of what it is. But basically, the most accepted thing about red pill is the knowledge, the vision, to be able to see it, right? To be able to see what's actually being fucking, done to me. And for so long, black boys who are not even black men were being fucking mentally conditioned, programmed and hit with all this fucking propaganda, you know. Your mama doing the best she can. Don't you talk bad about your mama. You know, how many fights happen because a nigga said something about a nigga mama? You talk shit about a nigga daddy all day. Nobody will. But you say something about, don't you say nothing about my mama. Don't you say nothing. Niggas motherfuckers tussling and rustling on the floor. Niggas rolling around. Why? Because again, the black woman, through communities, families, the media, and the media, man, listen, bro, check this out, dog. It's crazy when you really take the time, you sit back and look at it, right? Bro, the media, way before fucking social media and the internet and all this other shit, bro, TV, movies, newspaper, magazines, music, any and every form of media that you had back then, right? It was controlled by the black woman. Outside of sports. Everything else was motherfucking praising the black woman, excusing the black woman, supporting the black woman. Black woman this, black woman that, you know. And even shit in the music, you know, as much as they say, oh, well, you know, the rap music was no. Because, hey, man, as big as rap was, R&B was up there too. And one of the biggest selling artists, what people don't tell you, they forget, I guess, leave out, is fucking Mariah Carey, bro. Mariah Carey was whooping everybody's ass. Mariah Carey, and I know she, you know, she ain't fully black, nigga. She black enough. She's a woman. All right. And then you still have female rappers, right? Queen Latifah, what, Sister Soldier, fucking 80s. Don't even get me started on the 80s, but woo. Anita Baker, Patti LaBelle, Shaka Khan, Vesta Williams. Like, but listen, come on, what are we doing here? Shout out to Nova Kane, man. Really appreciate it, brother. Willie D is self-proclaimed cleanup man. He literally has that as a song title. I know, man. Listen, MC Light, appreciate you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Well, hey, Jay, we're gonna get into that, JC. JC, we're going to get into that, brother, because I was quite amused when he referred to himself as we, or he referred to we in his whole, you know, whatever. And I'm like, bro, we gotta manage the manosphere, and we gotta. I'm like, brother, what are you talking about? You're everything that's against the fucking manosphere. But we gonna get into the video, man, and, you know, break this thing down. But let me see. Hold on. Yeah, let me pause that. Yeah, let me pause that. Okay. Whitney Houston, In Vogue, Foxy Brown, TLC. Yeah, look, listen, I'm telling you, listen. They got the fucking love, man. Oh, y'all calling bitches hoes and y'all denigrate the black women. Shout out to Brandon Green, man. Beautiful. I really appreciate you, brother, as always. You know, and it's just like, bro, damn. You grow up your whole entire childhood being told that, you know, you need to do right by these women. You need to protect them. You need to, you know, do all these things and love them and, you know, marry them and all this shit. And lo and behold, the whole time, bro, while you're being told all this positive shit, the importance of the and the necessity of the black woman, they're being told and taught that you ain't shit, you broke, you down low, you're not gonna take care of your kids. What else? What else we missing, y'all? What else we missing? You're not gonna take care of your kids. The white man better than you. The white man does it better than you do it. You want to do the bare minimum. Imagine once you become a grown man and you finally open your eyes to fucking see that shit, how enraged and fucking mad you would be. Imagine. And one of the biggest fucking perpetrators is mommy. Mommy. The person that brought you into this world, the person that fucking the first person to hold you, supposed to nurture you, love you. You know what I'm saying? Fix your problems, all these different things, listen to you, care for you. And lo and behold, bro, you come to find out, God damn, this bitch didn't tell me shit about these hoes. Why, mama? Why? Mama, why do you warn me about these bitches? Well, baby, you know, start sounding like motherfucking start like motherfucking juvenile on the motherfucking what was the name of that song? North, South, East, West. Riders gonna show you niggas who ride the best. Sound like what was the name of that song, y'all? That was a bomb ass song too, by the way. That was one of the tightest beats ever. Mm-hmm. When you talk to your mom, man, hey, listen, bro, shout out to my mom, man. I love her to death, right? But again, man, you have those issues, no problems, to where you realize, like, damn, mom, you helped finesse me. You left me out here like this. I know you know because you one of them. Well, of course, baby, I can't tell you. That ain't the name of the song, but yeah. Do you niggas bust your guns? Yeah. Hell yeah, we bust our guns. Yeah. But yeah. Down bottom, that's what it was. Shout out to Deion Day. That's what it was. Down bottom, that's what it was. Yeah. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out Nick Taylor in the building, man. Nick, what's up with you, fam? But what happens is, bro, is you understand and you realize that, damn, well, she didn't tell me the ways because a lot of those ways were her ways. When I sit back and I look back on it, you know what I'm saying? Decisions that should have been made weren't made. Bad decisions that she should have knew better than to make, she made them. You know, the times where she could have, did this but did that. You know, this iron fist ruling, concept of where, like, don't you challenge me, don't you this, don't you that. I know everything. You do what I tell you. And a big part of that, man, is why shit's so fucked up, because you were literally following somebody that didn't know shit. A person that was trying to, in most cases, man, trying to figure shit out for themselves, and yet still they're trying to lead you and tell you how you should be. Unless you grew up in the, upwardly mobile household, what were you really being taught? Well, yeah, you were being taught, values, family, love, respect, all those things was important, but that's not going to get you through life. You know what I'm saying? What about educational things? Actually teaching you knowledge. What about skills? Actually teaching you skills. What about giving you something that you can actually use and monetize legally now in the real world? Well, it's going to be highly, highly unlikely that you're going to get that from a woman unless she's doing something, homemaker style, which is for you would be like cooking or something. But we know what's the number one business that fails? What business fails at the highest rate, people? So even in that, if your mom taught you to be the best fucking cook in the world, and you open your little soul food joint, well, chances of that soul food joint make it a very, very few and far between. Right? So when you look back at your mom and you're like, well, damn, love her to death, die for or whatever. But at the same time, what did my mom really give me? How many times? Oh, I put a roof over your head. I put clothes on your back. Bitch, you supposed to. If you don't, you go to jail. Let me show up to school naked, mama. If that's the case, hey, I can do without your motherfucking clothes or this shelter. Just put me outside, mama. Let's see what happens.
You going to jail. That statement gonna send you to jail.
Shit like that. And as a black kid, man, you're right, mama. You're right. Thank you, mama, for giving me the shit you gotta give me by law anyway. But again, man, silk. What does a cow drink? That's the fucking mind fuck that black men are fucking put through as children. And it's instilled in you that the bare minimum, you should be grateful for it. So when y'all complain about a nigga, oh, nigga want to do the bare minimum. Well, that's what his mama did. That's what his mama did. Oh, McDonald's, mommy, can we get McDonald's? You got McDonald's money? Then once you save your little birthday money or your Christmas money, yes, I actually do have McDonald's money. Can we stop by? You gonna buy me something? God damn it. What the fuck? What? Hold on now. Wait, what? Hold on. This ain't part of the deal now, mama. Niggas really do some crazy shit, man. You know, charge your rent. You know, once you start getting a little bit of money, they want they cut. All that type shit. And y'all wonder why the black men handle shit the way we handle shit, because shit, that's how you fucking raised. You know? And you try to figure this shit out, you get out in the real world, you gotta, you know, but it's our fault. So lo and behold, you get the red pill, right? Quote unquote. And you start looking back at this shit and it's like, God damn it, these motherfuckers got me. These motherfuckers got me. Then brainwash my ass to tell me I need to work myself to motherfucking death like John Henry, be a superhero of Negroes to get a bitch. This motherfucker done did plenty dicks. Bars. I need to be this upstanding, outstanding nigga to get a bitch that can't take care of herself. Somebody said it was a Twitter, it was a Twitter or Instagram. They say, damn, it's wild that a man has to be fucking financially secure to take care of a broke bitch. Financially stable, illiterate, more likely got a kid, bitch. That's not me, and a woman wrote that. Shout out to MJ for the two, man. Appreciate it. You should do stand-up fantastic. Hey, man, I've been thinking about it. Everybody keep telling me that, man. I'm really, you know, this is me for real. Y'all know, but I greatly appreciate y'all giving me the encouragement. Make sure y'all, while y'all making these laughs and these jokes, make sure you get that motherfucking like button to poke, nigga. Pause. But, you know, y'all like the rhyming and shit, so, you know. But yeah, man. So what happens is, right? You go back and you look at this fucking situation and you see how you got finessed. And you go through your little red pill rage days or whatever, you know. And most men, most get over it. Hey, man, it is what it is. I'm not gonna hold the grudge against my mom or women for forever. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take what all wise people do. Wise people take the knowledge they have and they apply it. They apply it. Men are the best adapters ever. You have to. If you don't adapt as a man, not only do you get left behind, so does your bloodline. Your bloodline gets cut off. Okay? That's why you don't have nothing but BABGs walk around here no more. You know, the little niggas had to get a chance because the little niggas said, hey, look, I can't fight these big ass troglodyte ass niggas, but what I can do is I can build. What I can do is I can plan. What I can do is I can make swords. I'm not big enough to swing the motherfucker, but I know how to motherfucker make them. I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, I can do that. I'm valuable. I'm just not valuable physically, but I'm valuable. You're gonna need me too. And even the big niggas was smart enough to understand it. Like, hey, yeah, man, I'm tired of motherfucking just slinging this goddamn club every day. You know, this cave don't hold up for shit. This cave cold as a motherfucker. This little motherfucker is smart. So, hey, let's team up. Hey, you, fuck him. Shout out to the Little Fella Federation. All right? That's why, hey, man, I fucks with the list jokes, man. You know I love y'all, bro. I love y'all. It's a BABG in all of us, baby. It ain't just the physical. It's the mental, the spiritual. You know what I'm saying, brother? I'm with y'all, man. But we got to get these jokes. Y'all know how we get down. Grinch ass keep calling me a slave. Every time I see Grinch calling me some motherfucker. Old Green Mile ass nigga. Okay, I'm cool with that, man. I accept it. All right? But the whole thing of it, man, men adapt, right? So, and especially now, bro, when I tell you what I'm recognizing and seeing, bro, these women, dog, are gone, dog. Justin Timberlake, nigga. Gone. These hoes gone, bro. For real. And I saw it coming, but I had no idea of how accelerated it was because I went out here. Bro, if you're actually out here single, trying to deal with women, you will understand just how fucking crazy and unstable this shit is. Remember I told y'all I thought the multiple, I got 4 kids, I got 5 kids, I got 6 kids. I thought this shit was just a troll account. I thought it was one of you niggas that they calling incels making up a fake account about a bitch until Kendra G confirmed it. No, bro. It's women out here with 6, 7, 8 kids. 7, by the way, not 7. 7. That's the emphasis, nigga. 7 kids. Hopping on a dating app, telling you what she not gonna do, what you better do for her, and all this other shit. And it's like, bitch, what? Are you crazy? You gonna come in here making demands? You gonna come in making demands, bitch? You got 14 hands to feed? How you gonna make demands, bitch? You got 14 hands that you're responsible for. Bitch, you better take what you can motherfucking get. You need all the help you can get. But again, right? What I'm telling y'all is, man, that's how these women are moving out here. So now that men are playing the game at a higher level, because this is the way women have changed it to, now they want to say, oh, you niggas incels. Oh, you niggas don't get no pussy. Oh, you niggas hate women. Oh, you niggas, you have no social skills. Bro, listen, dog. Listen. As truthful as that may be, or whatever, bro, it is not the majority. As truthful as it may be, it's not the majority. Not even close to it by far. Bro, you know how, bro, I've literally been around the world and somewhat, I gotta hit different spots in the nation, bro. All right, bro. One of the biggest advantages that Black people have over everybody else is like social skills. Right? Even in the hood, it's a hood. Y'all know I'm not no street nigga by any means or whatever, whatever. But bro, if I want to know some shit or whatever, hey, my boy, what's going on with you? What's up? Hey, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here, and here. What's the business? What's popping? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? What's going on around here? And, hey, yeah, bro, woo woo, whatever. Back and forth. And it is what it is. Bro, that's social skills. Especially like I say, when this nigga's a hood nigga, killer, gorilla, drug dealer. But you gotta know how to be able to do that, man. White person, they scared. Oh my God, excuse me, sir. Oh, why, yes. Oh, don't take my wallet. Here, just take it. Here. Bro, I said, what's going on? I don't want any trouble. It is like, bro, that's what I'm saying. So we'll get into the shit with Willie D, man, because I just hate this stereotypical bullshit. And of course, listen, the people that attack the most is the non-niggas. Shout out to the non-niggas, man. Shout out to the nerds. Shout out to the lames. Shout out to the educated. Shout out to the weirdos. Shout out to everybody that the only people that catches smoke. Bruh, we in this space dealt with ain't shit, broke ass, scamming ass niggas that called the richest African-American person in history, African-American, Robert F. Smith, all types of names because he married a white woman. A Black man that, again, became a household name because he went to a historically Black college, HBCU, and paid off a whole graduating class's tuition. Catapult them into fucking the workforce with an advantage a lot of people wish they motherfucking had. And the first thing they worried about was what? Unfortunately, where he puts his penis.
Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis.
My penis! Get your hands off! Let my nuts go. Bruh, Yeah, let's dwell there for bruh. When I tell you, the black man's Johnson, okay, his member, right, is the most talked about thing in the nigga, I would say history of mankind. You hear me? The black man's, everybody worried about it. Everybody. Oh, nigga, you ain't get, and that's what you graded and judged by. You don't get no pussy. Oh, nigga, you ain't get no pussy. Bruh, got the easiest pussy to get in the fucking history of fucking mankind. You mean to tell me? Seriously? Bitch out here looking like motherfucking TD Jakes, Forrest Whitaker, Leslie Jones, Kodak Black. And you really telling me with 5 baby daddies, and you mean to tell me it's hard to get pussy out here? Highest STD rate. And you telling me that it's hard to get motherfucking pussy out here for a black man. Bruh, we just showed it's a nigga that's got, these niggas is in wheelchairs and with short legs. I still got, yo, hey, if y'all can find a short leg shoe nigga, man, shoot me his pay. And brother, all due respect, found, hey, sneakerhead, whatever. Hey, man, come on. I'm pretty sure you took the jokes, man. But hey, you doing good anyway, so you can take it. But the nigga with the tall shoe, somebody shoot me his page if y'all got it, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. You got all these things in the first incel. Bruh. Nah. Yeah. Well, nah. I'm not gonna say, I was gonna say black men created the train. No, black men didn't create the train, but they perfected the train. Niggas perfected the train. Okay? Perfected it. I don't agree with it, but niggas definitely perfected it. Okay? Everybody hit. Everybody. Short nigga, tall nigga, fat nigga, ugly nigga, non-ugly nigga. You know? Everybody get a piece. Oh, hey, it can be a fine bitch. Remember we had a Shawty said it. Beautiful, beautiful. Ooh, damn, she fine. She doing the whole 9, nigga. Whole 9 for fun. For fun. Not no payment. For fun. So how do we go from that? And this shit's still going on. You niggas still out here running trains. But how we go from that to all of a sudden now black men can't get no pussy? You kidding me? Oh, well, the data is what's it, bro? I promise you, bro. For one, the majority of that data is gonna be Asian dudes. That's facts. Facts. Asian dudes, Mexicans, white boys, niggas. Niggas are in last place when it comes to not getting no pussy. I'm telling you. The bottom of the list, niggas. Why? Because of who? I mean, just saying. I'll take that bet. The human chapter said, what say? Well, listen, the human chapter, I really don't believe there's such thing. Brother, Will gets back to this. Brother, there's no such thing as high value pussy. No such thing. No such thing as high value pussy, man. No such thing. No. A high value woman, yeah, I could take that. I could take that argument. High value pussy, stop it. Stop. Bro, some of the best pussy you ever have, nigga, will be to a broke ass bitch. Okay? The motherfuckers that gonna make you do that motherfucking money bag. Okay. So the best pussy you ever have will be to a broke ass bitch. Okay? And furthermore, what y'all don't like to say is, ooh. Y'all know what I'm finna say, nigga. A big thick one. A big thick ass fine pretty bitch, boy. Tell you that boy said different. Give me a big thick old boy. Flashbacks. To hit that ass and it just way better. Bloop, 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 bloop. that ass way back. But we gonna get into that. You know what I'm saying? But let me pull up this motherfucking what's the name? Let me pull up this damn this fucking this clip. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Give me a like count. Mosh, give me a like count. You niggas hit the motherfucking like button, man. Come on now. Y'all know what we do. And when I tell you, man, if this nigga don't look like one of them Olmec statues, nigga, Willie D got a square and a round head at the same time. This nigga right here, bro, Willie D, and he be going off, no more talk. No, nigga. Look like he got a whole lot of chalk. I'm just telling you, bro, stop. Mickey Red, I don't know who the hell you is to my manager. Hey, don't play around now. Hey, got that ready on that. Hey. You know I like him. Don't. Mickey Red, don't.
The more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out.
Cause I had plenty of fine, thick bitch.
Yes, Daddy, come get this cooch. It's hot and ready like a Little Caesar's pizza, baby. Hot and moist. You're gonna have to lay me on a towel. Let me bend these legs back like a paper clip, bitch. Daddy, come get this cat.
Bitch. All right. Don't fuck around. Let's get into this clip, man.
Family. Warning. If you're easily triggered by accountability and critique, change the channel. Change the channel right now. Okay, here we go. It's time to talk about the Manosphere. I'm sure you guys have heard of it by now. If you haven't, the Manosphere is a collection of blogs, websites, and forums where people generally congregate to discuss masculinity, gender roles, and issues with women. Men are primarily in that space, but there are some women in the space. I think it's a good idea for men to have a space where they can go and talk about their issues. Forever, women have been able to do that, and women have been able to be free to express themselves without judgment. And now this Manosphere thing has pretty much taken over the internet. And you can't deny it. Men are now telling women what they want.
Now, first off, let's address this. They said that I ain't nobody listen to you niggas. Y'all niggas just on the internet talking, to a whole bunch of incels. Y'all ain't getting no money. Y'all ain't doing that. Y'all ain't got no job. Y'all been here for hours and hours and hours. Nobody listening. Nigga, fuck you talking about. Niggas, everybody been listening. Thing about it. The thing about it is, bro, again, and shout out to Obsidian. Obsidian was big on this. Even I heard Angry Man say it before, and he proved it when Jason Whitlock came through. The problem is this, because black men were so scared and motherfucking just, worried about corporate America, to where, you know what I'm saying, when you work in corporate America, bro, you have to, play the script. You got to keep your nose clean. You can't get yourself attached to anything controversial, especially something that's going to be anti-women, even though it's not anti-women, it's pro-men. Because do they ever say that women are anti-men? When they say men ain't shit, men are, abusive, men are, all of these negative things. Has anyone have you even heard the term anti-men before we start talking about it? No, you don't. No, never heard of it. Why? Because you as a man, you're in a patriarchy, and it's your fault, and you domineer over everyone, and you control this shit. No, motherfucker, no. I literally put everything in place for you to have the shit that you want. Men gave women their rights. You're welcome. Women's rights came from men. Okay? All these wonderful fucking child support payments, men. Alimony, men. Divorce settlements, men. Houses you live in, men. Teslas, men. How you go denigrate and downplay the people that are fucking responsible for you having everything you motherfucking enjoy in life? Now to the point of where you gotten so out of control and you're so scared to be a man, drop your nuts and motherfucking raise your voice when necessary and say, look here, bitch, I don't know who the fuck you think you're talking to, but I'm gonna need you to sit the fuck down somewhere. Listen, I'm cool with all this and the other and whatnot, what have you, But at the same time, hey, I'm a grown ass man. Fuck wrong with you?
Man, sit your ass down.
You better sit your ass down somewhere. See, Latanya, I never miss. Latanya, I never miss. I gave y'all the old Mick head, and let's not forget J-Lo looking like motherfucking J-Lo looking like RoboCop with a mask off. And another one too. Hey man, y'all niggas better give me my shit. Shout out to the lead attorney, man. I don't know how or why it came up, but I guess he used an old clip for a short. And the shit came out when he was like, hey, man, this nigga's a motherfucking Black Professor X. Cerebral. Shout out to motherfucking lead attorney, man. Hey, man, y'all, hey, I know. Niggas claim I'm a nobody. They don't know me. Nigga, you not doing that. Nigga, listen, bro. I'm more than a big nigga in the physical, bro. All right? I impact shit, bro. Ain't just on this internet shit. I keep telling y'all, this is real life, bro. This is real life. This is me. Everywhere I go, bro, I have a motherfucking stamp on something. One way, shape or the other, bro. I'm telling you. Shout out to Will Brown, man. Dudes be 15 years old. You're 15 years older than most of us and don't know how words work. A simp is not anti-women. Thank you, brother. We gonna get to that. Yeah, man. Y'all need to give me my credit, man. Y'all start checking these motherfuckers be trying to pick off fantastic shit and just use it like it's theirs. Dickens belongs to me. All right, that's mine. What was my other shit? What's another one? I can't think of all the shit, man. I gotta start writing my shits down, man. I gotta trademark some of these shits too. All right, I put that on a t-shirt. But you trying to get this dicket? Well, I can't put that on a t-shirt because, well, you know what I could do? I know what I could do. Yeah. Think about it. Anyway, don't steal my shit. But get back to it.
Men are telling women their desires, what they expect out of them. And some guys are being criticized for that. In fact, a lot of guys are being criticized for that.
Yo, shout out to my man Mark Klein, bro. Hey, and Mark Klein, you seem to be a new fella. So if you could do me a huge favor, brother, and hit the hit the subscribe button, I greatly appreciate it. Listen, hey y'all, hopefully if I look at my phone right now, we should be at 6K subscribers. I was at 599.99 this morning. Let me see what's going on here. Let me see if y'all niggas done hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? To put your boy over the motherfucking 6K line. Let's see real quick. Yes, we are people. I greatly appreciate you, whoever you were. I don't know who you was for sure, but we are now at 6K. Hold on, let me see. Can y'all niggas see? Hold on, let me do this. Let me do this for a second. We just hit 6K subs, man. Let's see, there you go. Bow. Just hit 6K sub, man. I greatly appreciate y'all, bro. Hey, it's been a long time coming. All right? Long time coming. Grinded it out. A1 day ones, man. Shout out to all of y'all. Real support, bro. It's a method to my madness. I appreciate y'all for fucking with me, sticking around with me, bro. It's only gonna get better. Again, y'all remember, people that know me, bro, y'all only getting like maybe 50% because I can't really talk about a lot of things I would like to talk about because I got my real job. But if you stick around this motherfucker, so after November the 30th, nigga, it's gonna be a whole nother level, nigga. Telling you. I'm on a new level. Telling you. A new level. Appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Greatly appreciate y'all for helping me out, man. I couldn't do it without y'all. But where we at? Shout out the brother that said this great point. I want to highlight this. Mark Klein understands it. Listen, bro. For you, subs matter, but subs don't tell the true story. And I kept track of this a lot. All right. For you to be less than 10K subs, bro, and to be able to hold 100+ fucking audience for at the minimum, most people on minimum run this shit at a 2-hour, right? For a 2 to 3 hour span. Some people do the marathon thing, right? Shout out to them. Shout out to everybody that do whatever they do. Bruh, that is huge. Okay. And YouTube has purposely subverted everyone in this sector. At one point in time, bro, you couldn't, like, if you tried to put Black Manosphere as a hashtag, it wouldn't even show up. If you put Manosphere in your shit or certain things, like the other day, I put Andrew Tate as a hashtag in the thing. I worked him into whatever one of the live streams was, And my live stream would not show up even on my own page. I took the hashtag out, and then the algorithm would support it. Bro, we're being pushed so far down and so far back in the algorithm, bro. For brothers here in this space that do this content, bro, I keep telling you, it's a labor of love. All right, it really is. All right, it really is. Cause bro, you could fucking, bro, you could easily switch your message up, bro, and launch off and do some whole other shit. But that's why I tell y'all, bro, it's not about the bread, about the money. It's really, really about fucking black men getting somewhere, bro. But that's another thing for a neighbor. Shout out to that brother for understanding that, man. Explaining a lot of people, bro. I'm less than. I had less than what? I had over 1 million views on YouTube, bro, before I even hit 5K subs. All right, that's decent. Okay, and I've been really truly doing fucking YouTube since what, 2019. So 2019 to 2022, 3-year span, 1 million views. Doing the shit, doing this and this thing, bro. I'm telling you, it's not easy, and it's got weight to it. But a lot of people try to down and play the shit or whatever. But appreciate y'all for helping me get to the 6K. Shout out to y'all.
Not all guys who are in that space have the same type of energy. For example, there are some guys who genuinely hate women who are in that space. I mean, hate women. But there are guys who love women, and they just want to find that balance, be able to express themselves and tell women what they want. And I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing to have these discussions from both sides. Forever women have been able to tell the man, I don't want no broke man. I want a man to be this tall. I want a man to have this much money. Well, now men are saying, well, I want you to be this weight, this height. I want you to be submissive. I want you to be cooperative. I want you to be this, that, and the third. And so, it's a spot. It attracts so many guys. Now, the flip side of that is that it also attracts guys who hate women. It attracts guys who are simps. And here's the trip part about it attracting simps. The simps, they are attracted to any message that disparages women.
Wrong, nigga. Wrong. Simps are you, brother. Simps are you, that the black woman must be protected. You a coward if you don't get out here and protect these black women. Yeah, that's you, Willie D. You's a fucking simp, bro. Not men that motherfucking say, hey, and try to hold women to a standard to be accountable and tell them, hey, in order for you to get me, you need to do this. To put requirements on that protection. To put requirements on a man taking you serious and being in a relationship with you. Not just stepping up anymore and being a fucking stepdaddy. When we just had a black woman the other day that came out and said it. If you're a stepdad, you're weak. A black woman said that. Those are the simps. I give you the sun, the rain, the moon, the stars, and the mountains. That's the simps. Babyface has got his second divorce. Bow, hit him across the head. Another fucking divorce settlement he got to pay off. That's the simps. People still out here trying to think about seriously getting for a state-sanctioned marriage in 2023 when we're giving you all the stats and data behind divorce numbers. Okay? Your marriage is all good until it's not. Oh, nigga, who hurt you? Oh, you just mad because your marriage didn't work out. Bruh, no. That's shaming language. That's SBE on a man. And I gotta address this. I remember when a whole ass nigga said, I was replying to him, going back to him, one of the SBE fucking creators said, you lost your marriage. What? Wait, what? But y'all niggas ran with it because y'all was mad at me. Because I mother call out the fucking bullshit. This nigga said, a grown man told me, you lost your marriage. Like, nigga, what? No, I didn't. I'm the person that fucking asked for the fucking divorce, nigga. I didn't lose shit. I actually took a lot of motherfucking adverse chances or motherfucking risks off of myself. That's what I did, you dumbass nigga. But that's what the shit that niggas get mixed up or whatever, what have you, right? So, Willie D, a simp is a man, okay? Someone idolizing mediocre pussy. All right? That's the acronym for it. Or a simpleton, okay? It's short for simpleton. A person that isn't wise enough to know what's going on around them and is easily taken advantage of. That's a simp, Willie D. A man that believes what a woman says just because she's a woman. That is a simp, Willie D. A man that fucking takes up for a random stranger woman and risks his own life. That's a simp, Willie D. All right? A man that wifes a whore. Okay? Little whore. That's a simp, Willie D. Okay? You know, you should know. You know, bald head hoes. Bald head hoes. You know? The nigga that's out here trying to marry these bald head hoes. One of your hit songs, Willie D. I don't even know if you're a boy or girl. The bitch you used to talk about back in the 80s when you were relevant, nigga. Yeah. The niggas that's fucking with them same bitches you was talking about, hoes, bitches, and everything else. Yeah, those are the simps, Willie D. Hell yeah, nigga, I still say that. Nigga, what? Miss Midas touch you. Yes, nigga, I still need women. The fuck you talking about? Just like you do. Bruh, see this when, and brother, this is a teaching moment. Look, my nigga, listen. Bruh, human beings need men to need women and women to need men. Nigga, it's biology. Fuck you saying? And if I want to have sex, I don't know how you get down, my nigga. I need a woman for it. Not no hands, not no robot, not no machine. I need that pussy, my nigga. That's what I need. Now, if you got another alternative method, brother, by all chance, you go right ahead. But me, I likes that pussy. All right, that's what I like. Oh, and you know, and throw babies, I like them too. So yeah, I need a woman for that, brother. I don't see the problem in what I said. I don't know. I don't see the problem in what I said. I really don't. But either way. Yeah. Oh shit. This too. Wait. Where we at? Hold on. Yeah. This cucks. You know, niggas that say they married a woman and they in an open marriage, both ways, because you can't control a woman. You don't know anything about women if you're trying to control them. Well, nigga, I know I don't have to marry them to fuck them, and so they can fuck somebody else. Bitch, you can have an understanding or a situationship or something, but marriage? No, bitch, the only dick you getting is me, mine. Me, myself, and I. Bitch, you marry me? Bitch, you are limited to one dick and one dick only. Who? But again, this is niggas y'all fuck with and follow. All right? Why they wives out here trying to swallow? Okay? All right? Bullshit, nigga. What are you talking about? Okay, well, if you need women, you can't call other men silk. Brother, you lost. And I really wish you would fucking hit this link when I drop it, brother. I just gave you a fucking biological, fucking scientific proven reason, brother. All right? If you one of these, you know, robot or mattress holder and mattress niggas, hey, more power to you. But yeah, man. Yeah, nigga, I need a woman. That's on record. You put that. I say that on the witness stand. Bible and hand witness stand, nigga. Mr. Fantastic needs a woman. Gladly and proudly. I stand on that. Never gonna walk it back. Bars.
So even if a dude is in the manosphere and he's coming from a good space, if he's critiquing women, the simp going to look at that critique as a criticism. And he is going to be attracted to that. So anything that holds women accountable, anything that looks like they might be hating on women or don't like women or want to beat up a woman or think it's cool to shoot a woman in the foot and get away with it, you know, it's going to attract these type of guys.
Now, who and what did this simp ass nigga just motherfucking reference, right? Now, of course, now he can say it because unfortunately, you know, there was a verdict handed down, even though the evidence and everything behind it, you know, pointed to the well other way. One of the craziest court cases in the history of motherfucking like this country, bro. All right, crazy. But he's referring to the Tory Lanez thing. But he's one of the first niggas to jump out here and say he's guilty. He did it. She said he did it, so he did it. Believe all women. If I saw him, I'll put hands on him. I'll do something to him. That's this nigga. So he had to bring that up now that okay, he's been vindicated for the time being. Bro, I really, really hope fucking they appeal this shit, man. And his defense team make sure they get the DNA of the person whose DNA was on that fucking firearm, bro. I don't know how they let that not do that in the first place, but they should have made mandatory that everyone's fucking DNA was given as a specimen to motherfucking match against that shit. So he would have known without a doubt who the fuck had touched it. They just said the DNA was fucking female. It could have been the alleged, it was the alleged victims. Now what? You see what I'm saying? But that's what happens, man. You know, some shit goes through or whatever, but whatever.
Guys, you know, these women beaters, haters, simps. And the trip part about it is that they'll call a guy who will not agree with that type of behavior a simp. But really, they're hiding behind the manosphere. They're hiding within the manosphere, acting like they're really the masculine guy, the prototype guy. They're acting like they're the prototype man. Like this is how a man is supposed to be. It's normal for me to want to be domineering to a woman. It's normal for me to want to beat on a woman. It's normal for me to talk crazy to a woman and treat a woman like a second-class citizen. That's normal. So some of these spaces have actually normalized these dudes' behavior.
Why don't you name names, Willie D? Tell me the men that say men should abuse women physically or otherwise. Tell me the men that say women are second-class citizens. Tell me the men that just, you know, name them. It's easy to make these claims, bro. But name them. Name names. Give us clips. Show us the evidence. And not outside of context. Again, brother, you can't talk about any of this shit, nigga. You gave us the foundation. Baldhead hoes. Mr. Baldhead hoes, you gave us the foundation. How much of your money that you made from your rap career have you donated to women, Willie D? How about you take all of your proceeds from one of your hit singles, Baldhead Hoes, and just donate it to some fucking women's charity? Do it, Willie D. Have you done that? I doubt it. $1,000 for every time you said bitch in your rap career, Willie D. You won't do it. Or hoe. How about that, Willie D? You see how these here, this is why, look, bro. This is why old niggas get a bad rap. Old niggas like this fuck it up for all the old niggas. Cause, bro, y'all fucked up so much shit. A part of it. And now you go come back and try to act like you had nothing to do with it. Even if that is the case, and now you're being extremely, extremely fucking hyperbolic, bro. And you're gaslighting at the same time. Not only you being hyperbolic, you're gaslighting. The majority of the men, or a lot of the men, they hate women. They don't like women. They think they're second-class citizens. They say you can abuse them. Brother, name names. Show us. Well, because what we do over here is we tell men by any means, hey, if a woman is to the point of where you even think you have to put your hands on her, especially put her hands on you, leave that bitch. It ain't nothing to cut that bitch off. Cut her off. Leave. Because you do it once, nigga, she'll do it again. And if she'll put her hands on you, she don't give a fuck about your life. She don't give a fuck about your career. She don't give a fuck about nothing you got going on, because all it takes is for you to even protect yourself, bro. She make a claim, and what's going to happen? Now you got to fucking fight a DV charge, which is one of the most detrimental things for a black man ever. DV charge. You can't fucking get certain jobs. You can't work with children. You can't, it could, being that you can't work with children, could affect your custody and being able to deal with your own children. Can't own a firearm, can't properly and fully protect yourself. That's what we do here, Willie D. We tell brothers to fucking look out for themselves and love themselves over a bitch. Yes, a bitch. Because any woman that puts her hands on a man, okay, is a bitch. And any nigga that just arbitrarily goes on and whoops on hoes is a bitch too. All right? We're anti-pimping over here. Willie D, could you say the same? Once upon a time, I don't know, man. You know, y'all 80s niggas and 90s niggas talking that pimping shit, right? I don't know. We're anti-black man risking his life for fucking pennies on the fucking dollar. Okay? Out here on the blade, riding the Escalade, drinking lemonade in the shade. We anti brothers getting 30 to life sentences over human trafficking charge over selling a little piece of pussy, brother. We're against that over here. We don't support that. We're actually against it. Loudly and proudly. We're about black men making better decisions. Putting themselves at least amount of risk possibly legally. That's what we're about, Willie D.
And that's what's dangerous. That's the dangerous side of it. So, but we, as the people who do listen to guys in the manosphere, who do get information from these guys to better ourselves, we have to make sure that we don't allow the lines to get crossed up. We got to make sure that we smash the gas on these simps and not allow these simps to mix in with us. Because a lot of them, again, they're hiding within the manosphere and they're trying to justify their behavior and operate within the manosphere in doing so. A lot of these dudes, they ain't got nothing going on. They are broke.
Who broke? Who? Put your eyes in the chat. Who broke? Who? Most of the fucking people in the manosphere, brother, the mass majority of us are working class men. Hard-working, working class men. A substantial number of them being family men. Career-minded. Skill-based. Entrepreneurs even. Who broke? Who? The amount of money in this space alone from brothers that the actual supporters, not even just the content creators, but the supporters. Super chats, cash apps, Patreons. How you gonna be broke and all this money is in this space, brother? Not to mention Passport Bros shit, but Passport Bros blowing up. Woo! Passport Bros? Woo! Fuck you talking about? But again, man, this is what Willie D does. This is what a simp does. Simps downplay men for the sake of fucking women, uplifting women. Willie D, that's you, brother. That's you, old big head, square and round head at the same time ass nigga. That's you, Willie D. You're the simp here, sir. You're making all these assertions with no motherfucking proof behind it. Brother, it's 7-figure niggas in this space. What you talking about, Willie D? 7-figure niggas. 7. What you talking about, Willie D? Brothers own property, Willie D. And I'm talking Manosphere. I ain't talking nothing else. I'm talking real deal Manosphere niggas. Not affiliates, not cousins, not the other side of the street. Six-figure fellas, hey, not hard to find around here, man. Content creators and supporters. What are you talking about?
They don't believe in working. If they do work, if they get fired, it's everybody's fault. They don't believe in taking care of their families. Some of these dudes are breeders. That's right. They're breeders. They don't take care of the children they have. They shouldn't count in the manosphere, but they're there, hiding once again, using inflammatory language to make themselves feel better, to cause confusion. These guys, these are the same guys who have never been good with women, period. A lot of them talk about their experiences with women. A lot of them don't even have experiences in real relationships because they're tricks.
Now, niggas don't have experience. Dude, Willie D, can you see? Brother, you're making a lot of assumptions here. And he's covering all the bases. So first he say they don't get no pussy at all. But now, oh, they get pussy is tricking. You know? Oh, I gotta get the next thing. Now, wait. He gotta cover all his bases now. This is woman tactics 101. This is woman speak 101.
Anytime they've had sex, they had to buy it. That's right, they had to pay for it. A lot of these dudes, when they are in relationships, they couldn't get along with no woman. And what does that tell you? It tells you that if you've had all of these relationships with all of these women and none of them have went right, listen, fam, I get it.
Now you don't get no woman, you'll get no pussy. If you do get the pussy, you're tricked. But now you got a relationship. If you get the rest of the relationship, is your fault. All relationships your fault. Keep covering all the bases now. No matter how you go down the line, that goalpost is gonna be further, nigga. You think you could kick at a 20? Nigga, you kicking a 160. Y'all know the motherfucking the Chuck E. Cheese or the Dave and Buster's fucking, quick papa shot, how the shit move back, just keep moving back. Imagine if that shit was as long as the building was. That's this nigga, the everlasting papa shot. Are you fucking kidding me, dog? This nigga is literally saying like any and everything possible. Like is no, he's not holding the woman accountable at all. None. When all the numbers point to is not the black man. It has never been the black man. Black men get married more than black women. Black men stay married longer than black women. Black men have less STDs than black women. What does that tell you, brother? Black men have less children than black women. Who is the person who's the numbers disprove what you're saying, dude? You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're just, again, pandering, nigga, to women, as you have always done. Black men we've always done our fucking part, even from being great fathers, which you're gonna bring up and lie about now. Let's get to that.
Good things must come to an end, but at least one or two of your relationships should have ended amicably, right?
It's pronounced amicably, country ass nigga. Amicably. Right?
We split because it didn't work out. Yeah, I was mad at the time, but you know what? We came back around and now we cool. We friends. We at least civil toward one another. But every single woman that you've ever been in a relationship with, you mad at, you still mad, made you hate all women. How does that work out? How does that work? It don't compute to me. So to me, the common denominator is you. So stop trying to hide behind the manosphere. You give the dudes who are doing the real work a bad name. Let me tell you something, fam. I've had my ups and downs in relationships. I've had my heart broken, and I've broken some hearts. You don't see me out here on the internet talking down on women all day, every day. I'm a man. So when we're talking about manhood and masculinity, take your bitter with your sweet. That's one of the first rules.
No, nigga, shut the fuck up. That's the new rule. You want niggas to take shit. No, niggas are done taking shit. You want niggas to be quiet and take shit. No, we're talking now. You deal with it. That's what men do. You know, your big bro, the motherfucker that really motherfucking matters to your show, Scarface, my balls and my word. That's how motherfucking men move. And that's what we fucking doing now. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Fuck out of here. You don't like it, don't watch it. Just like you gave your pussy ass disclaimer, do the same motherfucking thing. Nigga, if it's too hot for you, keep your ass out the kitchen. Unsubscribe, my nigga. We talking to men over here, like men over here. You can't handle it, get your bitch ass out the motherfucking room.
A manhood, learning to take your bitter with your sweet. Fam, we have won a lot of wars together. But one war we can absolutely not win is a gender war. That's why I don't support nothing, nobody that don't promote bringing us closer together. We are in a unity crisis. We need all hands on deck. But what say you? Drop a comment.
And that's that for that musclehead ass nigga. Listen, we're finna drop this shit right here. Hold on, so let y'all come up here, man. I think this is gonna be a great day today. Have a wonderful, wonderful conversation. There's a link. You are free to click it. I greatly appreciate it. All right, and let's get into it. So again, I don't know how I missed the breeders part. He even called men breeders. So again, he covered all bases. Said niggas was having babies, right? But we're not taking care of them. That's a lie. Again, survey says black men are the most involved fathers, despite not being married the most. Okay? That's a lie. All the shit you said, Willie D, bro, we've disproven here, brother. The fuck you talking about? And as far as we can't have a gender war shit, we didn't start it. But we will go to motherfucking war, nigga. If, again, what does a man do? A coward dies, but 1,000 deaths, right? Right? A coward dies, 1,000 deaths, right? You go turn and run from your own women, the women that's attached to you. I don't want to say your own women, but the women that are attached to you. The Willie D, the women that are attached to you have fucking declared war on you. And what you supposed to do, just lay it down, nigga? No other man has ever even had that attempted. And we fucking dealt with it all up until now where we're fucking finally here saying something and your bitch ass wants to shut up. No, nigga, we not. We here. A man motherfucking takes a stand and makes demands. That's what men do. And we fucking doing it. If you don't like it, nigga, move around. You're not finna pressure shit. You're not finna change shit. We not finna change your shit because your motherfucking ass got something to say, nigga. You could pull up, though, and get demolished and washed easily, but you won't do it. This is why you making an official statement from your motherfucking, a pre-record. You'll never come through here, bro, because we'll wash your ass up. You have no chance in a debate with nobody through here, bro. Easy work. We got my man Ed in here, man. Go ahead, bro. What's up?
Yeah, what's up? Fantastic. How you doing?
I'm good, bro. You?
Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm gonna be here for a hot second while, other people come up, but for a minute, just a couple of minutes. But what I will say is Willie D has had a conversation with Dennis. Willie know who Dennis is. Willie has been on the same platform with Dennis. So if Willie want to talk to somebody, all he need, he don't. And look, I know Dennis ain't everybody's. I fuck with Dennis, but a lot of people don't. And that is what it is. That's cool. You know how it is in this space. But my point is, Willie has a direct. I believe ain't Willie in Houston?
Yeah, should be. Yeah,
Willie. I've literally seen that same. Go ahead.
Definitely Texas. I don't know if it's Houston specifically.
So that show that Dennis has been on, where they'll try to talk about issues like this local to that community. It's in Houston. Where that goofy ass dude that was interviewing Austin. With them two chicks. One turned out to be OnlyFans model like that. That shit. They usually have a panel, and they'll have a panel of all dudes. The dudes will be there, like literally all be there. Willie D has been on that same panel with Dennis. He knows who Dennis is. It's been at least twice I've seen that. So at least clips from it from two different occasions. So if he want to talk, he can talk to somebody. If you want to talk to somebody that's quote unquote on his level, quote unquote got some subscriber count, quote unquote has a pedigree, he don't need to go far at all. He can talk to Dennis, and Dennis I know would be willing to talk to him if you want to have a conversation. See, it's harder for people to run that play of y'all dudes. See, here's the crazy part. The crazy part is, on one hand, you got dudes that will try to make the point, and I've seen people on our side try to make this point, which I don't understand why the fuck people make this goddamn point. I want y'all to understand, anybody that makes this point, this is a full of shit point. This is not debatable. Most of the dudes that have followings are the safer guys in mediocre tutorial views. Coach Greg Adams is not a fire breather. And Coach Greg Adams is pulling from the white manosphere. Really, I would say he's more in that. Same thing with
he's not black manosphere. I think he even made a distinction.
No, I know he's not black manosphere. I mean, he has black men that listen and stuff and don't really have a problem with anything he's saying. But you're right, his core audience is the white. He's mainly in the white manosphere. Darius McPow, same thing. Poor Man's Podcast, he's more on his own, but they all pull from the bigger algorithm, which from white dudes as well, which is how they're able to have the numbers. That's what generally all have in common. MTR probably got more of a black audience than those folks, but the point is this idea that on our side, because let's be clear, Willie D's a black man. He's not talking about the white boys at all. He's talking about black men. So we know he's not talking about, like, when he says manosphere, he's talking about black men content creators. Talk about the black male situation. So in that context, where I these fucking content creators got subscribed? Like, somebody needs to. Maybe I'm dumb. I will. I will. Leave it open, and maybe I'm just stupid. I've been in this space for X amount of time. Where are all these Angerman just blew up thanks to with YouTube Shorts. Angerman had like 50, 60. And he was running our O'Shea. And O'Shea will, go there, but O'Shea will also interview women. So where are all these red pill ragers? The only real one somebody could try to mention is Tommy Sotomayor. That is the only true red pill, what I would qualify as a red pill rager. And he wasn't even claiming that.
That's what I'm saying, though. And this is weird. I know I seen Tommy finesse this, right? So the nigga said, I'm not with you niggas. Not with you niggas. They tried to make me a part of it. I don't want to be a part of it, but I'm their father. I made the manosphere, the black manosphere. This other, like, come on, Tommy. You can't have it both ways, fam. Come on, Tommy. Come on, dog.
Yeah. I mean, and the thing about it is he's the one that they quote. Whenever they want to go after somebody, it's always him because he's always the one wilding out on the shock jock shit. But most of us don't have his style to that extent, not that has followings. So I need somebody to point me where all these red pill ragers are at. That's getting all these subscribers. Like, that's like even if you look at dudes over, like, really, you said it, 10,000. But really, if you go over 20, you killing like that. So it's this straw man argument that gets on my nerves, because this is what they try to say. And this is why, quite frankly, this does anger me. It really does. And I've really been patient with folks and being disingenuous. Let's be very clear here. There is no equivalent. And Fresh and Fit don't count either. Because even Fresh and Fit has calmed down for the most part. They've calmed down. And as he's got more efficient with what he's saying. But I wouldn't even say Fresh and Fit was like Tommy. I wouldn't even say that. There is no equivalent. And I dare anybody tell me I'm lying. There is no equivalent to Paris. Paris Milan ain't even the worst. But there is no equivalent to Paris Milan. There is no equivalent to Chrissy. There is no Cynthia G equivalent. I dare any of you niggas actually say a name that's the equivalent of these people.
Hey, let me hop in. All
right, my bad. Yeah.
First off, shout out, man, Donovan, man. Shout out to Donovan on the 5 on the cash out. Really appreciate you, man. Listen, bro. Make sure you hit the like button, man. Y'all hit the like button, bro. We got 200 people in here, 200 plus, man. Let's go ahead and get this bitch up to 300. Yeah. So not just that, Ed. This is the biggest part, bro. The black women content creators individually, like you said, when it goes from Chrissy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, Chrissy, Tanya TKO,
real talk,
Paris, And Cynthia G, the queen of fucking black misandry, bruh, there's no one even on her level in this space. All right. Only person that would have been even on that tier would have been fucking Kevin Samuels, and he gone. Nobody in the black manosphere that talk to the black people and focus on the black people. Not Fresh and Fit, not fucking what's the name? I guess MTR would kind of qualify, whatever. But even still, bro, the hate is strong in that one. Okay. And when you combine them all, even with MTR having way more fucking subs than Cynthia G, bruh, she's on par with him when it comes to motherfucking impact, influence, and whatnot. And MTR even has a whole lot of outside black supporters too.
Yeah, and MTR has always been mild mannered, and the closest you get to this space is Jap. And the truth is, Jap has lost. Only time he has lost more channels than Jap. And quiet as it's kept, Jap has a lot. His following is majority male, but I bet you he got like at least 30% women that follow him. You know, Jap may go in hard on certain folks, but you actually ever have a woman actually call into his show, it is not like that. So Jap, I would say, because he likes Tommy, but I would say Jap is more in line with Corey Holcomb, where Corey Holcomb don't hate women, but he's not going to hold back at all calling out the bullshit, you know? And so that's what kills me. And so dudes, and the reason why this is important is because the accusation is that we basically make money, or we're incentivized to keep men hating women. Now, the difference between today and yesteryear is early in 2.0 days. This is like right when you were coming in, and actually before, you know, it was really our word versus theirs. Now, you don't even, like a guy like Mediocre, he could play the bullshit without even being a bad guy. You know how? All Mediocre got to do is go to Daily Rap Crew, Table 8, go to TikTok and find the craziest thing that a black woman has said and just couple that up and be like, what are your thoughts, guys? And never really talk bad about it, because they're saying the horrific stuff. They're saying abort black male babies. They're saying, and it ain't just Cynthia, by the way. They're saying it so you don't have to say they're saying it and kind of be sullied with the, oh, you're making black women look bad. If you show 10 black women saying the same crazy crap, you can't say he's making them look bad when they're different black women doing it. And so that's the game that a lot of dudes play now. See, before you couldn't do that. You had to actually verbalize what was going on. So nobody makes black women look worse than black women, which is why you see a lot of channels pop up, female channels, that's starting to combat that, because it's starting to affect even the black women that are not on that to that level. My thing about Willie D is this. Willie D did not have nothing to say when Dr. Umar was talking about Cynthia G was a radical black feminist, when Cynthia G was saying some of the crap she was saying when Umar was on that panel with Fox Soul. These guys go out of their way to to completely ignore women. Like all the people we name, those women don't exist to them. They act like that whole sphere does not exist. They act like the woman's side is a Shay Sade, Chantel Simone, I Am Courtney. And then that way they could always make us look bad. These guys are being incredibly disingenuous. And again, Willie D could talk to Dennis, and there's no excuse not to talk to Dennis. He's been married, he has kids, he raised his son, he was a lawyer, all of that. He could talk to the Lee attorney, you know.
Again, man. Yeah, shout out to Larry. Shout out to Larry Legend, man, for the two. And let me put this up. The vast majority of black men who red pill content is about hooking on what women or aren't doing. Why can't we be honest about this? AM1, I don't think we're not being honest about this, bro. Again, we talk about it, but that's not the only thing. And again, at two, bro, brothers work in a lot of different shit in there, bro. You know what I mean? Again, at the end of the day, bro, listen, the main focus of this, and it's not just this space. Fucking that's all Fresh and Fit is. And that's one of the biggest fucking platforms in the thing. So how are we gonna
just want this shit to be Strayer's University in this bitch? The University of the Black Manosphere.
Well, this is what I'm saying, AM1, right? And this is what I'm saying. The vast majority, even if that's the case, bro, listen, it's what the fucking people want. All right, shout out to G Dizzle. G Dizzle has a fucking he has a personal channel, he has a business channel. Okay, and even O'Shea said this when he was doing what was it called? What was O'Shea was doing? The Real Brother podcast, or not Real Brother?
Oh yeah.
He was doing the shit about business. The Brother Pill. That's what I'm saying. Not the one with just him and LAR, but the one where he had, you know, the Tech Brothers and whatnot, what have you. those numbers were nothing on par or even close to the nigga shit.
Like,
we gotta be real. And that's why
I had this conversation with him, and this conversation went 5 hours. Like, the reality is, he like AM1 can come up here and speak for himself, but AM1 don't care what the people want. As far as AM1 is concerned, we supposed to jam they ass with nothing but education and fucking the public broadcasting network, and then eventually they'll come around. That's his mentality.
Listen, hold on, I'm sort of kind of aware. I don't know the exact details of what's going on between you guys. I don't know. I'm not trying to hop in the middle of y'all shit. It is what it is. What I'm saying is, AM1, I'm with you, bro. We have to be accountable. We have to work the skills and shit in and whatnot, what have you. But a lot of brothers do that, man. Okay, you got to get niggas. He
don't want to give him. I mean, no, I fuck with AM1. I'm not. With me and AM1 are not beefing. The issue with me and AM1 is people want to use people that, quite frankly, can't get no traction on their own. And you've dealt with this. I'm not gonna name names, but you know the type of people. What they do is they use AM1 and they try to piggyback off him to try to create beef in order to promote that.
I don't think it ain't no beef, bro. Man, I fuck with AM1 the long way, man.
No. What I'm just saying, I don't have an issue with him, but I'm summarizing, what he said to me, which is the same thing he's saying in the comments. And we went back and forth with it. And ultimately, AM1 wants us to basically, here's the thing. People come here for a specific reason. Now, this is what people can't say that we do. We do push people to other content that is productive when it makes sense to the platforms that we're doing it, whether it's like somebody we rocking with or is it adjacent, just like how you speak on the military, your experience and stuff like that, how that can be productive for Black men and maybe, if the conversation comes up. But it's not our obligation when we're putting our time in our day on this to like be this big brother to people. That's not our obligation. YouTube is a search engine as well as a social media network. People get what they want. If people want to be educated, nobody's promoted more different channels than I have as far as not just on the woman stuff. So my argument is this idea that I'm going to jam something down their throats. I don't understand why you believe that it's somebody's job to do that. But that's not even what Willie D is talking about.
Yeah, bro. With that being said, listen, bro. Like, if anyone want to come up with whatever, right, bro, you're welcome to click the link or whatever. I don't want to get hung up on that. Let's just.
And that's not what he's talking about. Like, that's not Willie D's argument.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Willie D's argument is that niggas ain't shit. Niggas is incels. Niggas can't get no pussy. Niggas hate women. Gender war, whatever. Again, bro, we are responding. And what makes it so bad is, again, what you guys don't take, what never gets talked about. I said this the other day, was years upon years upon years upon years upon years, Black men have sat down and shut the fuck up. Sat down and shut the fuck up. Sat down and shut the fuck up. Happy wife, happy life. Your mama is your queen and your everything, and you motherfucking do anything for your mama. If you make it to the NFL, you better buy your mama a house. If you you hit the lottery or whatever, you better make sure your mama good. Bro, you as a person, we're the only people that do that, bro. We're the only fucking people that fucking do that shit. All right. Everybody else motherfucking has it where the parent and parents not only plan their children, but set those children up for the most fucking success ever possible. Asians being probably the best, Asians and Indians probably being one of the best fucking frameworks to ever reference and go from. Okay. These people
can I
out. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
Oh, let me get Hood in here, man. My bad. Hood, appreciate your patience, brother. It's on you. Go ahead, Hood. Hood service. Hood, you there? Yeah,
Hood, the Star Command.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
You said I'm
Star Command. Can you
you loud and clear. Yeah, you loud and clear.
No. Yeah, all right. No, I just wanted to say it was a couple things Ed spit out I wanted to respond to. One, the red pill rage thing. The more I think about it, like yeah, of course, red pill rage is about men because you got lied to and now you discover the lie. That's where the rage comes from. But beyond that, we got to start talking about women, and women are red pill raging right now. That's what's going on the women's side of the game. I believe women are susceptible to the same red pill rage. It's a different thing because y'all the ones telling the lies, but I think it's happening. And then two. Well, something like that. There is a phenomena there, though. There was some going on there. But two, the thing I kind of think what Willie D is touching on is it reminds me of something else that I was noticing when I talk to a lot of these guys who lean really, really like save the community and all that shit. The fact what Willie D, the fact that Willie D can look at it this way is because most of us, all of us, come from this culture that doesn't value its own men, right? And so when your culture doesn't value its own men, all you can do is tell the men to shut up, whip the men back in the line. But because you don't have any intrinsic value for the men, like women have intrinsic value. Black women have intrinsic value just for being black men, black women. Whereas black men, we don't get the same intrinsic value for being black men. And that works across the board just for being a man. But the idea still holds that you want these men to do something that either A, benefits you directly or emotionally, or B, benefits the women that you represent, and you got nothing to offer these men. Like, this is a whole argument I was having over the weekend. I was like one of those Lapeef Network channels, but I was over there arguing with them dudes, and the one guy kept saying, yo, the men got to do this and the men got to do that. And I'm like, bro, I need meat on my table. I need money in my pocket. And he was like, nah, nigga, just men got to do shit. And until we resolve that issue, we'll never get out of this.
How does this benefit me? Like indirectly, you can't even make I'm gonna let you rock just literally 5 seconds. You can't even tell me how this benefits boys. Go ahead.
To add on to that, you gotta understand.
But that's the real deal, though. Nobody benefits but the women. But go ahead, bro.
No. I just want to add on. They're always gonna move the goalposts. Like it's gonna be, for example, we say, okay, the women are uncooperative and they're not trying to build a family unit. They're trying to do their own thing. Then it's like, you expect a woman to just lead because you got a penis. You got to lead with something. You have to you expect her to just lead you where she's supposed to follow you to where you're supposed to have your money about you. You need to have some resources about you. What do you want her to lead follow with? And then as soon as, okay, we got it. We're gonna acquire resources. Whoop-de-whoop. Now it's you think you could just have a woman follow you just because you got money? You need to spiritually and mentally and physically and emotionally nourish her.
Yeah, and the thing is, like I said,
let me hop in. I'm Azrael. You made the point I was going to make next. Listen, the more and more black men accomplish, and it's being proven now, not just, and this is, and I think I know this is what Hood was, well, I won't say no, but this is what Hood was referring to. Black women are going through a red pill race because now black men are no longer a secret no more. The upper black man, the successful black man, the financially stable black man, the black man that's, can travel and advertise and can literally get on and make his own platform and advertise himself to the world. And he's not just limited to the narrative that's put out there by music, magazines, movies, and all this other bullshit. These other women are getting to fucking see that. And these other women are, bro, when it comes to competition of the sexes, okay, this is why women cheat the way they do, okay? Every married nigga done had a situation where a bitch knew he was married, but bitch is still throwing in the pussy.
They don't care. They really don't.
Women are much high, which women have far less respect for a relationship than a man does. Because what does a man know? A man knows in a relationship, bro, that can cost you your life. That little piece of pussy.
Yep.
Listen, is it really worth it? Especially some wild shit they be going on like this, that, whatever. Like, hey, this man might, want to come at me and get me up out of here, send my ass motherfucking Uncle Charles over a little piece of pussy.
That's funny. It ain't like, you going, if a woman cheat, it's a high likelihood you got to worry about a Christian Rock coming after your ass. That's not a high likelihood.
Yeah.
Deadlifted 300 pounds. No, that's usually not gonna happen. But with dudes, that's actually a lot more likelihood because it ain't like women are fucking bitch ass niggas to begin with. So not necessarily, or it's something that can happen. But that's a great point, Hood Service. I really got to marinate on that. But and again, you'll never hear him really say nothing on that because he's as far as the women are wilding out, because anything that's going on with women, it's either something that black men are not doing for them or something that black men are doing to them. Also, BGS would call it black men's reputation is starting to hit escape velocity. And they don't want that to happen because they already understand what time it is, which is why I keep saying everybody in the Black Manosphere, when you want to kill a conversation with a female because you just tired of the bullshit and the gaslighting, just tell them, go get you a great white man and I'll pray for you. Because we already know that's literally saying go get a bridge to nowhere. Stop worrying about what we doing and start worrying about how you so great and you can go get a non-black man that's go ahead and pick you up. You a free agent. Go ahead and get that contract signed if you really that basketball player, that football player you really think you is. Because at the end of the day, even with the purple pill shit, so you could let's be real about what the lay of the land is right now. What we do is y'all do talk about women. No, the fuck we don't. We talk about social commentary. When there's an issue with a dude, where a dude gets shot by another dude, aka a cop or black on black crime, we talk about that. Or when it's like, it ain't no topic if it ain't no women involved. That's not what that is. We just deal with what the trend of news is. It just happened each and all do something stupid. Also, we do social commentary. That's number one. Number two, we do black male advocacy. And then part of the advocacy is the counter propaganda. When they lie, we tell the truth because we have to uncover the lies in order to tell the truth, because they use those lies and to present themselves as victims in order to get not only social resources, but governmental resources and all of that. And they do it on the backs of throwing our reputation under the bus, which is why when dudes go overseas, the first thing they want to go out their mouth is predatory shit and stuff like. And that's white women are doing the same shit. Because I'm starting to see white boys come up with videos about y'all calling us this and calling us that because y'all about to hit the wall. So that's the first thing. And the second thing is this, and I'm leaving after this, but there's actually not a lot of red pill raging going on in the Black Manosphere like it used to be. That shit has calmed down for the most part. And now dudes are just on some F it. I'm either dating out or I'm doing it or whatever. And so you don't get that same energy. Even with Fresh and Fit, they've calmed down. As Myron and them have gotten a little bit more lethal about how they do their stuff and efficient. So even they were presented as the red pill ragers. That's even chilled out. So really, on the purple pill side, whether these dudes are simping or not simping, and I like the purple pill guys for the most part. I'm talking about like the whole sector. The thing is, women get up there and start wilding out. If you watch the Daily Rap Crew, all them chicks are like WTF. If you watch any of them, Hate Table 8, Cruise Season, Lapeep, these women are either promoting baby mamaism or they're promoting the problem. We don't have to say what the problem is because they're exhibiting the problem in real time, which is why I say they get up there like zoo animals and they just do what they do. They do the Keishan shit. And so now we just can point and say, look, now you tell me I'm lying. So the reality, and it really ain't no blue. Ever since Derrick Jackson really got fucked over, you still got all these people trying to scramble to be the new Derrick Jackson. They ain't never going to be a true Derrick Jackson replacement. So really, this argument that he's having it like a 5-year, 6-year argument, and he's trying to bring this forward. My thing that I would say to Willie D, again, Dennis. Other guys like FD Signifier and other guys have come through this space now. Y'all can't say you don't know us. Y'all can't say ain't nobody y'all could talk to that ain't got a pedigree or a subscriber count. At this point, y'all just scared because y'all know if dudes ask you certain questions, I'm talking about softball questions. You're either going to have to lie or you're going to be checked because you're not going to be able to say nothing. That's all you can do. So, I mean, we know what it is. He gonna get on his platform talking that bullshit. But at the end of the day, man, them niggas are castrated. Them niggas, like, he's talking about a man at the individual level, and he's avoiding a problem, which is, as somebody that I am pro-black, I'm not against my people. You not the nigga niggas like you are not the niggas that are gonna save the black community. Because you niggas, as a man, you can look. You're in the military. You know good and well. You ain't never won. Ain't no army has ever won a war where they can't actually talk about the actual problem or the actual objectives that need to be completed. If you don't want to talk about the objectives, then You can't even get to the bureaucracy. You can't get to anything. And black men like Willie D refuse to actually talk about what's going on. We'll talk about where black men need to do better, but the conversation is not just black men. This idea that black men will just overwhelm black women by everybody making $1 million is bullshit.
Let me get a bite at the mic.
I'm done.
Yeah, hold on. Let me run this. What's the name? Yeah. And speaking of castrated, but truth is, when you snip a nigga's nuts, snip a nigga nuts. Shout out to Machiz on two for the two. Greatly appreciate you, brother. Hey, we had 300, man. If y'all can please hit that like and share, so we keep getting this thing out everywhere. Hey, bro, if you disagree, by all means, man, come up and say your piece. I don't want this to be an echo chamber. Y'all know how to get down, whatnot, what have you. But if you got something to say, man, come up here and say your piece. If you pro Willie D or feel like we're saying something or leaving something out or whatnot, I just want to add to the conversation, man. Please keep that thing. We got 300 people in here, so I know somebody else want to get up here and say something. Well, let me go through the super chats real quick. West Sim for the 5 pen, my dudes. Greatly appreciate you, brother. No guarantees. Thank you, brother Ed, and the fantastic hood. Salute. Appreciate you, fam. MD Brooks to Willie Simpin in the is the new pimpin'. Pro blacks take y'all big L. Yeah, man, we done ran through so many pro blacks. It's ridiculous. And yeah. I greatly appreciate you.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say to AM1's post that he put, he said, if you care so much about the Manosphere, then you should care about the optics created by constant complaint and content, right? So here's my thing. I've said it time and time again, even on last stream. We know the infamous Ed stream that he had about a month ago, a couple weeks ago. You have Tech G, who does the CompTIA, which is for IT. You got MOT that does with the trucking. If you go to subscribe to his Patreon, he recommends a book each month for men to read. I used to be a heavy supporter of his Patreon. You also have Sub-Zero. I'm in Sub-Zero's class, and he teaches database development. His new class starts this week. Tonight. It's called Salesforce Development. Automatic 190K jobs. You have Theo Waff. Theo Waff, I know personally. I have both Theo and Sub's number. I could talk to them. These men are making a minimum $250,000. If you want to get into you need to be productive and build, you can go there. If you want to know about health insurance and life insurance for black men, you can go there. If you want to know about esoteric stuff, I know people might not be too fond of BGS, but you could go there. You can go anywhere you want. If you don't see what you feel as though it needs to be seen, it's because of your algorithm. It does not have anything to do with the Manosphere.
Yeah, and let me say this, man. Yeah, my bad. Let me say this, man. Shout out to
let me say this. I'm friends with Sean on Facebook, so we're about to start to be study partners. So as
Okay.
I'm saying, it's kind of disingenuous to be like, oh, the image of the Manosphere. You know what I mean?
Okay, and this is what I'm saying, man. I've seen that one of the biggest things, because niggas was doing that stupid ass hoes winning shit. Bernard Riley is doing a black men are winning series, man. Shout out to Bernard Riley. I suggested it to him. I want to say, I'm not gonna take credit for it, but I said that shit. I'll say about a month and a half ago. And he actually picked that up, and now it's a series. He does. I don't know if it's specifically or exclusively with Sub-Zero, but the last 2 times he's done it, it's been with Sub-Zero and some other guys that are in the tech field or just business and whatnot, what have you. Look, bro, the reason why I haven't talked about military stuff is because I couldn't and I wouldn't. I refuse to. For one, I've been gone, but when they had the things going on, that they were requiring the vaccine, I would not suggest that any person do that. So I don't know if you remember AM1, but that's something I was doing at one point in time before. Again, and now that they got that back, now that that's over with, the vaccine is no longer a requirement. Brothers are going to need that as an avenue. I would suggest to any black man, especially young black man, and younger better, do only 4 years in the military, bro. And actually, I could talk to
why not do 20 years though? Because
no, it's not worth it.
Really,
it's not worth it now. It's not worth it. The link's pinned, AM1. You should be able to get the link. But I put it in there.
Come on up, AM1.
But listen what I'm saying, right? So I could not, in good conscience, the way I would never tell a black man to get married, right? I have sons and stuff like that or whatnot, what have you. I cannot tell a black man when they were requiring something that I didn't agree with from a health standpoint to join the military or anything like it. But I am going to start back doing that. And I'll probably be Warrior Wednesdays on a Wednesday to talk about all the benefits and the things of the military and how to navigate and all those different things. At the end of the day, bro, I understand what you're saying, but you have to give the people what they want. And when I'm sorry, this is what brothers want. This is what brothers want to hear. The biggest channels, bro, on the people that get the most support or whatever. And at the end of the day, this is a business. Okay, you know this. You're a businessman. You're an entrepreneur. This is a business, and this is a way of actually YouTube is a wonderful way too of freedom from being locked into your 9-to-5 job. So what I'm saying is, brother, I understand what you're saying. I respect it, and I agree with you. To the thing, it shouldn't be all pussy and dick conversations. I agree with that wholeheartedly. But at the same time, that's not what people are going to fucking show up for. Now you're going to be at a stagnant point to where your channel's not going to grow. You're not going to have any impact or influence. You can't force people. Hold on.
Yeah,
no,
my fault.
You can't force people to do things the way that you know what I'm saying, the way you want them to do it. You have to give them what they take, and then you make the adjustment as it comes. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, supply and demand, right? The economy of it, right?
Yeah.
No, I feel that. But here's the thing. And believe me, please, everybody do what you do. Do what you do. I am an entrepreneurial minded person. Built a career for myself, learning a lot of stuff from right here on YouTube. And I interact with guys in the real world and here online that talk about how they're not exactly happy about their life situations, from, their money situation to dealing with women, all this different stuff. I've been talking to guys, you know me, we've been rocking fucking up on this thing for years.
For sure.
So for me, it's kind of like, well, damn, if, black men were so oppressed and we got this unique situation where, the white man foot on our neck and Keisha's foot on our neck. Okay, cool. Let's adapt to that in the real world in such a way where we have less to complain about online. That's my overarching point. And I really want to drive that home and do it in sort of like a neutral place, or for the people that won't come hear it directly out of my mouth on my channel. So salute to you for letting me come.
Come on, bro. Ain't no letting you, bro. You fam.
No. I know, but I'm just saying, I just want to clear the air on this and make it real hard for people to play this game like they don't understand what I'm talking about. I'm talking about actual real world black men doing better so they have less things to complain about online or anywhere. Okay. So it's like, go do you, go be happy. But for the most part, if your happiness is rooted in access to some woman, then I get why that's going to make dudes gravitate here. From the simps to the incels to the RP ragers. So what Willie D is saying is true. That type of situation left unchecked will let different type of guys gravitate and claim that they're Manosphere. It's an optics thing, right? And this is the kind of work I do. The kind of work I do, visual media work. Like I craft stories. That's literally what I do for a living. So I'll look at this from the social engineering standpoint, from the optics standpoint, right? In most cases, they already don't want to present black men in a positive light, right? Mm-hmm. So we create some kind of online space where we talk about real challenges, real issues, but we got to be honest. If the vast majority is about what you're getting or not getting from women, it's going to attract the attention of guys that are like, yeah, I feel beat up and broken about what woman didn't do this for me. Well, and there's going to be RP rage.
But see,
well, my counter to that would be, again, shout out to SKC, sell. Appreciate you, bro, for the 5. This would be my counter to that, AM1. Listen, bro, that's way more fresh and fit realm than over here. Girls, and Frank Castler, bro, and get her out of here and pay money to holler and yell at bitches. That's way more than them. A lot of brothers here, most of the brothers here, bro, we cover female topics at the same time. We talk about self-improvement. We talk about making yourself the best possible man you can make yourself. Hooking up stuff for brothers and things to talk about, suggesting brothers to other brothers. This is a network, man. At the same time, like I said, I understand what you're saying, but that's been attempted. It's been tried. I'm not going to say names because people will take it as a diss, but there are certain people that strictly do that for that, and they get no traction, bro. Niggas don't want to hear it.
No, bro. Like,
well, fantastic. Can I offer one other observation?
Let me finish this one other part real quick. So I just want to make sure I drive this point home. I'm talking about 2 different things. One is I want black men to do better in the real world in general. So we all move forward and have better optics and actual better outcomes, regardless of the women. I think everybody here on this panel and everybody watching this can agree with that. If you care about black men in a collective group optics, right? And like, do we want actual success? Then there's this online thing where we get to come here and be whoever we want to be, have these little followings, be YouTube daddies, and make money by turning on a camera and just talking whatever shit. So now we get into this economic supply and demand of, hey, whatever you guys want to talk about, I'm going to keep talking about that. So then we got to be real about, are we enabling people to stay where they're at, or are we actually trying to move people forward?
The market is the market. For example, you might say that, right? But relative to someone like a Marcus Brown Lee, he makes millions compared to one or two few content creators that you say turn on their camera and just start talking ish. Like, to me, like I said, it's about what you want to see. If you want to see Marcus Brownlee talk about tech and have discussions with Mark Zuckerberg, you can do that. But if you want to talk about situations that are happening in the community or interpersonal dynamics, then voila, you have it here. It's called freedom of association. That's a part of our constitutional rights. Everybody has the right to want to see what they want to see. Now, if you want to say, okay, I encourage you to see this or this, that, and the third, or if you want to change your situation, now you won't get me wrong with this. You can't complain and not take any action. I understand that as well. But I think there needs to be nuance in the sense that you can do both at the same time. You could chew gum and walk at the same time. You can have discussions about what goes on in the community, right? And then still be able to self-develop yourself. I am proof of that myself, right? A lot of people know my situation. Like, people get on me like about me doing too much. Like, I'm in school.
Me too.
And yeah, remember Pablo was on the last panel with me and Citizen Lou about me going to school and taking Sub-Zero's class. No one could. Now, here's the thing. I might be burning out and my time management might not be the best, but no one could say that I'm here complaining and not hauling ass, right? So what I'm saying is, if you want, you just gotta. Everything here is available. So we're in a buffet, right? If there is vegetarian food that you want, you can get it. If you rather McDonald's, you can get that. If you want Burger King, you can get that. You can't just say, oh, why there's not enough vegetarian? It's like, no, there are vegetarian foods set aside for you, but you can't complain about the other food that other people might want.
All right, I want to clear something up once and for all. If I can attempt this, you're talking about what I want. I've made it clear a long time ago, there is no real manosphere space if the vast majority of the discussions are talking about women or sexual access, then it's really a man focusing on one man space. So just to clarify this, I've long gotten over the idea of what I would want this to be. All I'm saying is, let's be honest about the optics relative to this Willie D situation. Points it out perfectly, right? Like, it works. It's self-serving for me if this was some kind of like earn your leisure type situation, but I know it's not going to be that. That's fine. Do the entertainment, do what you want to talk about. I've already fallen back to my own lane, interacting with the handful of creators that I interact with, that I actively like go on panels with. For the most part, as of late, people are saying I'm content policing, but Edward Anderson, he was on here earlier, he invited me up on a stream to talk about sort of like where we're at with the whole Manosphere thing. I didn't say Edward invite me up. So I went up and gave him my perspective. Am I not a black man that operates around this space to the point where I can be heard? The space is supposed to be where black men can be heard. Well, what about this black man who says, hey, well, here's what I'm seeing? Well, we want to hear that when it conflicts with, hey, you're getting into my group therapy session or whatever. I've been falling back to my own lane. So please understand, I'm saying it here once and for all. Do what you guys do, but keep doing it and be ready as men to hear other men's opinions about what y'all doing. So if I think it's some circle jerk shit where we just want to talk about Keisha all day, and the vast majority of the content is that, and I think we can just go look at people's thumbnails and titles over the last quarter, over the last year, and we'll see the by and large Manosphere adjacent channels. Cool, do what you do. But I'm going to say, hey, well, let me talk about what I'm observing. And there's other people who are going to say, yeah, I see that too.
Let me ask you that,
right? Like, what's the problem?
Do you feel as though there's been any positive drawn from the Manosphere in terms, for example, and I'm not trying to lead the witness to a question, right? So what I'm more or less what I'm trying to say is, from in the last maybe 2 to 5 years, don't you think we've shifted the narrative or the paradigm of how black men are perceived in the media? Because the narrative was, oh, we don't take care of our kids, we don't do this, that, and the third. I mean, with us using statistics, and I mean, people might find it controversial, but just Kevin Samuel's show alone showed it's like, okay, hold on, like all these black men can't be just terrible individuals. You understand what I'm saying? I think I think you got to take the good with the bad. Like what Thomas Sowell said, there's neither good or all good or all bad. There's going to be trade-offs. And one of the trade-offs is you might have people that complain, but I still think in the greater scheme of it all, we've made great strides in the space.
Okay. Are you ready for me now? Fantastic.
I don't know if
I'm
you want
about
me to
to.
address that, but yeah, I would say grand scheme of things. I don't know. Rihanna, ASAP Rocky cover. The other majors guy. You see what I'm saying? They got these whole other agendas that are way broader than how you feel about what black woman you couldn't get or what she ain't doing right. Like, nah.
But AM1,
By
we
and large,
discussed that yesterday.
they're not that worried about what this space is doing. I don't think so. No, I don't. For by and large, and then
My bad. Hold on. Let me hop in real quick. Let me say this. I actually covered that that cover, and like you said, I talk about a lot of the shit you're referring to AM1. I go far.
No,
far,
I know
far
you do.
beyond.
I know you do. Fantastic.
Well,
You're
well,
one of the
that's-
guys. You're one of the guys that have what I would say is more versatility in some of these topics. Everything I'm saying is a overview by and large of what I'm seeing as far as Manosphere adjacent channels.
But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, right? At the end of the day, a person is going to gear towards what people come there for. You can try some new shit or whatever and work it in, but if people don't support it, you're gonna drop it. You know what I'm saying? Some guys are the funny guy, some guys are the serious guy, some guys are the business guy, some guys are whatever. It's sort of kind of like, hey, you get typecast and you just that unless you're strong enough to in another wheelhouse to force people out of that. It's just difficult. And especially you gotta think too, most of us, like yourself included, are workers. We're not full-time YouTubers. You got other lives and other shit going on in your life and so on and so forth. You get on here, it's a business, make part of your business, dedicate time to the business, doing everything you can do to make this shit up for the business and get the topics you get for the topics. A lot of shit too is current events. Like shit today, I plan on doing something. I was actually gonna talk about this dude that just got 27 years for pimping, for sex trafficking, okay? Because I've been one of these anti-pimping niggas, for however long. I don't know why we praising that shit still in 2023, but that was going to be one of my major things. And when I say that, it's not the point of whatever the pimp, it's for the young black man or black men to be like, bro, you're a fucking fool if you even get out here and try this. So my thing is this: if you want to turn it into that where it's only dick and pussy conversations, it's very, very easy to do that. It's very easy to turn anything. Like I said, Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player ever, right? I mean, arguably. But if I just showed you clips of Michael Jordan where it's just the negative, missed shot, missed free throw, he getting crossed over by AI. Oh, this guy's trash. Everybody knows who he is. So that's what's going to happen with the Manosphere anyway. That's what I'm saying, because we're black men coming out and standing up and saying for the first time, hey, we're here. I got something to fucking say. It is what it is. You don't like it, you don't like it. And at the end of the day, that's what I'm saying was going to go on, because it's far too many brothers that offer shit outside of this. Like you said, even beyond the surface, right? If somebody really wants to get down with the photography and the imaging, bro, I'll send them your way, hands down. You're the subject matter expert on it, right? That may not even be some shit that ever happens on Front Street. But if someone hits me up and is like, hey man, I'm thinking about this, and this, well, shit, I don't know this shit, but hey, this nigga right here is an expert. So I'm gonna shoot that to you. At the end of the day, this is what I'm saying is this. That's going to get a black man forwardly mobile, what you're talking about, but it's never, ever going to be seen in the optics, even though we're part of a huge network of men that are very, very well-rounded and well-versed. So the optics, bro, is going to be the optics. It's never going to be a point of where the black man is
point for me.
So that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. The optics are never going to be positive in our light. It's just not, even with Kevin Samuels.
So let's help it along by creating a perfect breeding ground for more dudes with no type of measuring stick, no kind of barometer for like where these dudes are at, to come into a space, turn on a microphone, turn on a camera, say whatever they want to say, and be lumped in with everybody else. Sure, but let's do that and make fertile ground for that.
Well, it's already here, but that's what I'm saying. And this is going to be the ultimate trump to everything. If Kevin Samuels couldn't do it, no one could do it. If Kevin Samuels Kevin Samuels uptake the way he had, he was a clean cut guy. He was an older guy. He gave it the granddad or the uncle vibe or whatever. He spoke eloquently. He gave you the high value man, all of those traits and all these different things and whatnot, what have you. He had the platform. He had the numbers. He had all this other shit. And what? He was just a gay nigga. Hold on. He was a gay nigga that hated women. So if he couldn't do it, bro, and he had everything, he hit every wicket, he hit everything you could possibly say from a positive standpoint, and this man was so hated that they celebrated when he died, brother, there's no hope for nobody else. And I'm not even trying to do that, because I don't listen. It's like, you know, hey, you can get more flies with sugar than you can with vinegar. I don't want flies, man. Like I'm never gonna use fucking sugar because I don't want the flies. I want people, and people got to get comfortable with the vinegar, dog. This is what will come with it. Again, black women, we currently have, and we're currently, like I said, this really is a war because, bro, you have black women that are actively here calling for the deaths of black male babies, that are calling for the deaths of black men, bullet bags, nakers. What's the other shit y'all they say or whatever? You know, there's a woman, bro. I'm pretty sure you know you're aware of it.
Psychiatrist.
But hold on, yeah, it's a woman, bro, in this space alone that has a avatar of a black man swinging from a tree, bro.
Yeah, no, I saw that. Somebody brought that up for me the other day on the stream.
If that's what we up against, bro, you gotta fucking, from a war standpoint. I'm no general, I'm no admiral, but from a little bit of strategic that I know and I understand, man, you have to have a fucking counterbalance to that. And even in our counterbalance, bro, no one out here, I've never heard a black male content creator, Manosphere or not, hey, you know, get rid of all these black female babies. Stop. No, you know, if she has a baby with a, you know, and it's a female, punch her in the stomach. No, nobody's saying no crazy shit like that. But on the counterbalance is just that extreme when it comes to us. So what I'm saying, man, is I understand what you're saying, but a lot of this stuff, bro, from a successful standpoint, is being done hands down beyond the shadow of a doubt behind the scenes. Like Theo Waff, like he said, Sub-Zero, a lot of this shit, bro, brothers are actually getting in touch with these brothers and doing exactly what you're saying. It's just not provided in the content.
So they are building more like successful men in the real world. Because again, my standpoint is I want more successful black men because that's my like mirror of me. And especially like younger guys too, right? Because again, I'm 44. So those guys, like, I could be literally their father in his space. And I've talked to guys about real world shit who's hit me offline from YouTube and say, hey, Emma, what do you think about this shit in my real life for real? Right? In Oakland, I know young guys that are like out here kind of lost. So for me, it's kind of like, hey, can I kick down a little bit of game to help you guys along in the real world? So there'll be less backwash into some kind of online space. That's kind of my standpoint overall.
A major part of that too, that's even more so than the business standpoint, and this would be my thing, bro, is to the knowing how to move as a man. Okay, the skills and shit, that's something that's gonna be determined by you. Of course, go out and get the skills because, bro, you can sit down. I'm pretty sure you had this case, right, where someone came to you and they, hey man, I want to learn this shit, I want to and lo and behold, they don't show up, or they bullshit when you do, and you waste your time, right? So I'm with you 1,000%. My thing is this space is more so about setting you up for success as a man and man principles. Like you said, the biggest thing missing for a lot of these young dudes, they don't have any man principles. They're 18, 19, 20 years old, and their mom, they're single mother household. They don't even know what the red pill is. They mama can do no wrong. You know, treat that woman good, treat that woman right, all this other shit, treat her like a motherfucking lady, all this bullshit, right? So, but what we do here is to fucking set you up and open your eyes to the fucking reality, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a major part of it. It shouldn't be everything, but that's the stuff right there, man, that you will never learn in any class, any book, anything other than another black man. And that's supposed to be the motherfucking foundation and the building blocks of
so men sharing and kicking down game to other guys who, you know, are gonna come into some of these challenges, right? Like that's what theoretically what we'll do. So here's the thing: at what point does it become move versus we're just enable you to stay where you're at? That's kind of where I'm at with it.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying.
Sorry for Karen.
That's why I gave you the name. No, it's not you, bro. I'm with you, bro. I'm 1,000%. Listen, what I'm saying. What I'm telling you is this, right? And I have to use this analogy. Right? It's like getting the motherfucking. It's like giving the baby his medicine. All right. I'm not, no disrespect to black men and whatnot, what have you. But again, once you're blue pilled and you're, you know, woman pedestalized and, you know, women can do no wrong or so on and so forth. I can't just drop, you know, man, bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. And, you know, these bitches out here to get you, man. They want you to fucking give them a baby so they can put you on child support. I can't give you all that, bro, or whatever, right? I can give you all that at one time. I'm going to give you that. And I'm going to tell you, hey, look here, bro. You 18, 19 years old. I would suggest this, bro. Take you a semester off or whatever, a year off or up to like at least a half semester, you know, enroll in your little community college, go there for a year, do one semester there, get your college classes up under your belt, join the military for the 4 years, do only one fucking enlistment. One enlistment, bro. Once you come out of that enlistment, you'll have a security clearance, you'll have a paid trade skill, You'll have an advantage over everybody that you're getting hired over because you're a veteran, and you'll have your fucking you'll be able to get paid to go to school. Okay, not only they pay for your school, they'll pay you to go to school, and your most important thing of all will be your motherfucking VA loan. Okay, that's what I can fucking work in there for you in the midst of giving you the foundation and the building blocks of black manhood.
Solutions,
How to move
actual
around.
moves, real world.
AM1, could I ask you a question, AM1?
Sure.
This is Pablo. Do you make room for the possibility that there are men who actually have made improvements to their lives and are in a good place, and yet because of the current cultural environment, there still isn't enough women who have done the same? Do you make room for that possibility?
Absolutely. I was just addressing it on the stream earlier when I covered this whole Willie D thing, and I've covered it numerous times.
So if you could share the chart that I have.
Here you go. Yeah, I got you. There you go.
What I'm showing here is what's called Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Maslow was a psychologist, very noted father of modern psychology. And what you see are human beings' base needs down at the bottom. At the bottom, you have psychological. You have breathing, food, water, and what is right there? Sex.
Yeah.
Sleep.
It's physiological, not psychological.
Right, physiological. I'm sorry. Physiological. Water, sex. Why is sex at the bottom of the base needs? Because if human beings do not procreate, we will disappear.
Sure.
So that's a base need for people to want to reproduce themselves. Sleep.
So if I can address that, I'd love to, because I super appreciate this, like the whole level of having this discussion and where it doesn't just get all like yelly and just kind of emotion rooted. And this is something I think about a lot, right? The hierarchy of needs, these whole concepts, right? And anybody who looks at my content knows I'll talk about mainstream media is not your friend. Based on the kind of work I do, social engineering, media, propaganda, that's kind of my wheelhouse, right? So I'll look at how this applies to the world in general, and especially if you want to talk about the we so traumatized black community who's been through all these generations of foolishness, which is true. But then it becomes a matter of, okay, at what point do we see what we're really dealing with and move beyond it, as opposed to just making excuses or falling into the woke hyper-liberal traps and all that. Again, Oakland, California, I'm right there, ground zero for a lot of this woke shit that's being pushed. Where I'm at with it is this. A lot of these concepts right here, like everything is being weaponized against us. They're coming for your freedom, your bodily sovereignty. They're coming for you on an economic standpoint, hyperinflating the money, telling you can't use a gas stove, telling you have to inject experimental chemicals in your body. Fantastic knows what I'm talking about that. He's addressed that. Salute to him for that. That is a major threat. I can't imagine wrapping my mind around worrying about some chick that likes me or doesn't like me when I know that there's high-level gangsters coming for my bodily sovereignty. They're weaponizing everything against us, including who your friends are, your family, sexual intimacy, these kind of needs. They will weaponize a biological imperative against you. They will weaponize your own apathy against you. That's a phrase I first said here 3 years ago on Mr. Fantastic's chat when we were getting into the whole CV narrative. Weaponized apathy.
Right. Well,
people
if you
wanting
understand,
to just stay apathetic.
If you understand all of that, and then you look at this chart, look up where it says that love and belonging.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you understand that, and then you say, oh, well, why y'all always talking about women? Why y'all always talking about this?
No, I get it. No,
the
Pablo,
reason
let me holler at
Let
it.
me finish.
Go ahead.
The reason is because you have a lot of men who, for not necessarily for any fault of their own, not quote unquote self-improving, but because of the cultural environment, they're down here at the bottom of the pyramid.
Yes.
They may have done all of these other things up here, but you still got a piece of your pyramid missing. So understand when you say, "Oh, why y'all talk about this all the time?" Well, they talk about these other things up here, but how are you going to get to all of this other stuff without the missing?
Well, here's the thing. I don't necessarily subscribe to this hierarchy of needs, or if there was a time in history where this pyramid structure only worked this way, we're at a time in history now due to high-level social engineering propaganda where this thing has been turned on its head, turned sideways, or we got to mix and match this whole thing. In other words, brothers are putting the cart before the horse relative to their self-actualization, self-empowerment by saying, hey, I can't make a move or be anything until I have sexual intimacy or family or friendship, things that are external to yourself. For you to truly be a man, you have to be a man before or after, with or without a woman. Before you build a family, you go from boy to teenager to man, all before you have these other things. Are we going to keep putting the cart before the horse, or are we going to say, hey, regardless of having a family or a wife or a significant other, we're going to have to be a man who has some type of skill, value type situation going on where we're of value to the people around us?
I just said, do you make room for the fact that there are guys that already have that?
Sure.
I got
But
a
is that
master's
all the
degree,
guys?
brother.
Is that
I got a
all the guys?
I'm not a pookie, and I had shit missing in this chart.
Sure. So let me holler at it. Let me holler at it. So here's the thing. For the guy who already has all of this stuff going, except for these, I'm moving my mouse over it like y'all can see my cursor, over this love belonging element. So here's the thing. If we're truly talking about what's going on and talking solutions orientation, as opposed to just wallowing in the self-pity element of it, because I get it. You got everything going for you, but you're not landing this love belonging situation. Well, that's something external to you. One way or another, you can't force that. So you're either going to have to psychologically adapt to what we're actually dealing with.
But dudes have found the solution. I mean, you got the passport.
I'm not against that solution. I've said it in my streams. I feel sorry for any dude who says my motivation has to be about women. And I'm saying that, again, my personal experience with traveling has been more from a career orientation, business orientation. I don't think a man should be doing anything first and foremost just for the pursuit of women. That's just how I was.
So let me ask you this. If that's the case,
let me do this real quick. Hold on, Ezra. Let me do this real quick. Shout out to Don Blackwell. Shout out to my man. Where you at, Little Rock? Where you at, brother? Where you at? There we go. Shout out to Little Rock 25 man for the 20 ball on the cash app. Greatly appreciate you, brother. Thank you guys for supporting Black Male Media. Hey man, make sure you guys are hitting that like button, like and share. You still get this thing out everywhere. Go ahead, Ezra. Go ahead.
I was gonna ask AM1 if that's the case. Do you believe in sexual transmutation? You know, whereas the power of your sexual cravings come, and through that you're able to be productive. I mean, we can't dismiss. That's like saying I never thought to travel to try to different foods. Like people, that's one of our biological functions. It's not only just to eat, it is to sleep, and it is to food. But more or less, like,
I agree.
We can't necessarily say, oh I never had this not necessarily, it won't be an incessant need, but it's like I never had this need to satisfy myself to go to other countries and see other women that's out there. Possibly for you, that might not be the case, but for people, and another thing too, I want to say this: people in Black people in America, we are technically a lost tribe, and some of us are just trying to find something that has some kind of equilibrium and some kind of social order about itself. So it goes beyond just about wanting to have sex or procreate. We want to see some order, some stability in terms of how a community is organized. And that's why, I believe that's why a lot of times brothers do want to travel, because I'm about to travel in June, and it's for musical reasons, what have you. But I still want to see how other cultures of other people interact with each other, and I think that's what we're missing too. We assume that it's just a part of, oh, guys want to have sex, because if you ask a lot of the dudes that go over there, yes, their intention may be sex, but eventually they see, okay, I see what this communal kind of energy can do for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I understand the whole traditional family vibe, all of that. Trust me, I get totally where it's like I understand it to the point where I overstand it. When I talk about social engineering, I'm talking about like longer than any of us on this panel have been alive. This is like generational fuckery, right? Generations on top of generations of trying to steer Western society off a cliff. And when white people catch a cold, Black people catch the flu, blah, blah, blah. So it's hitting us even worse. All I'm saying is this: by and large, if they talk about these wealth gap numbers and all this different shit they've done to our people and they've led us astray, and hip hop and dope era and all this different bullshit, it's like, fam. Or if the women are being weaponized against us, which is certainly true. So if you want to talk any kind of gender war, it's women being weaponized against the men. I say let's go to the source of it, not the infantry, is to go to the real source of who's weaponizing them against us. So social engineering, the propaganda, the type of stuff on these Vogue covers, these kind of things. That's the real enemy. So I don't ever wake up thinking I'm at war with women. What? Really? Hell no. I'm against the forces that are way high level that are coming for our freedom and manipulating the game. And the thing is, one way or another, if you don't have power to directly deal with that, then you have to insulate yourself from that. Be strong, black man, of your own power first and foremost, whether or not you're getting some sex or not. That's it, because you have to. There's no other discussion beyond that. Skills and resources or nothing. You have to be a man with or without, before or after a woman. Anybody who's finding some weird way, like in the chat, I'm looking at some of the people. If you're trying to like take what I'm saying from that fundamental concept and warp it and bend it in some kind of way, then you got to really check your nuts out here. Like, that's just what it is. You have to have some type of skill to be successful within your own power first before worrying about some chick, because that's not guaranteed to you. It's not owed to you. That's it.
All right. Shout out to Zero, man, for the 989, man. Shout out to Zero, man. Long time no see, brother. Great to have you in the building. Please stop bastardizing into the hierarchy of needs. Maslow did not create that pyramid. Business schools in the 1940s did that to create better morale and infuse employees. Zero, again, framing sex as a need in the context of procreation is correct, but this isn't often what y'all do. Y'all frame it as get pussy or die, as if in you do not have sex, you'll lose your mind. Well, Zero, to a degree, brother, that is a part of it. That's actually psychologically true. That's why it's in a psychological area. Again, people need people, and men and women need intimacy. That's a part of a healthy human adult existence. That's a fact, bro. So,
yeah. And there's studies that show.
I got it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what happens is we get way too much, and that's why I again hand on the Bible and swear by it. Fantastic needs pussy proudly. Okay, in order for me to be happy, I'm eventually gonna need some pussy, or I'm gonna be extremely motherfucking grouchy and rowdy. Okay. That's what this space has done, and that's why I feel like the red pill rage goes too far. Is where, oh, you don't need no bitch, you don't need no hoes. Oh, you niggas are simp if you want a bitch, or you figure like you need a bitch, bruh. Fuck are you talking about? Okay, I don't give a fuck how much I like you niggas, I fuck with you niggas or whatever. Eventually, I'm tired of you niggas, and I need something soft beside me and to ride me. All right, that's me. Now, brother, that's you. Y'all niggas go out here and get no pussy for however long y'all can go on a motherfucking a pussy fast. By all means, brother, do your thing. But this is where we come into the individual, right? We come in. Who the fuck is this? Let me see what this is. I don't know who this is. Alex. Yeah. So if y'all niggas do that or whatnot, what have you, you really can't personalize it, bro. Again, AM1, brother, you got the motherfucking, the bald head Craig David going on, brother. Hey, man, more power to you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A slimmer Boris Kojo. You got the Craig David / Boris Kojo going on. So your situation with women, and you out in Cali, you know what I'm saying? So your situation with women may not be another man's thing. And I think what we do a lot of times, man, is like I said, we personalize, and it's like, oh, I can do it. Why can't he do it? And I'm not saying it's not an excuse. I'm a bootstraps nigga. I'm still a motherfucking strong believer in a bootstraps nigga. Hey man, it's nobody's fault but your own if you're a failure. Okay, I stand on that. I always preach that. At the same time, that's why I say, brother, you are very, very unique. And I had to tell Sir Ramil this a lot. It's a lot of brothers that are extremely exceptional. And I'm not saying, oh, then you dick ride. No, bro, for this dude to teach himself photography, self-taught photography to a mastery level as to where, he's able to go out and do all these different things and not only do it himself, but teach it to others, bro, that's rare. Just like Obsidian, right? Obsidian is fucking autodidact, okay? Obsidian fucking can read a book or whatever, remember everything in a motherfucking long ass motherfucking book, bro, and quote it to you off the top of his head. No, what's name? Now we know he manipulate this shit. He finesse every now and again, but so on and so forth. It's a lot of extremely talented brothers, man. And I think, like you said, you like to put people. Everybody does it, not just men, but men especially. Put themselves on other people, i.e., Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Phil Jackson. His biggest task, he writes about it. He tells you, hey, I had to let these two guys. What they had in common was this. They could not understand the concept of just why their teammates could not do it. Okay. And he had to teach them to trust them. You know what I'm saying? I'm very, very good at, bro, getting below the surface. I can explain the shit out of most anything, bro. I'm a fast learner. You show me to do some shit one time, bro, I pick it up and I'm in there. You know what I'm saying? I also break things down, you know what I'm saying, a lot. I'm very good on processes and figuring things out. You know, cognitive fucking function and whatnot, what have it. Nigga, use it, whatever, bro. You see what I'm saying? Everybody has their own gifts, and what you really can't do a lot of the times is put your gifts on someone else or compare them, because everybody's different.
Let me holler at that a little bit.
And two, people come to different stages of life at different points, bro. A year ago, I was married. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm single. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that changes. So that's why I say, bro, at the end of the day, we provide a space as men for men to do what men need to do for them. Okay. I can give you everything that I can give you, but only you are gonna determine what the fuck you do with it. You know what I'm saying? I can fix you the motherfucking prime rib steak, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Medium rare. All right. Perfect. Everything to it. Whatever. No sauce needed. You know. But if you don't motherfucking like steak, you're never gonna eat it. It's wasted. So that's the whole thing, man. This process, and I respect you for what you're doing, but at the same time, bro, it's extremely more complex than just, hey, give them this and get away from that. It's gonna take time.
No, I feel it. Content wise, believe me, like I said when I first came in here, everybody keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna find a way to make a lane out of it. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's be you put a message out, put my personal message out,
respect, and we gonna support
profit from it. Yeah, content strategy. I'm okay with being petty. Make no mistake about it. I'm okay with being petty and basically be saying like, hey, look, to the point you made. I taught myself a lot about videography and really like moving and hustling through doing events and whatnot, and built a decent career for myself. Most of which I learned right here on this very platform that we're streaming to right now. So brothers talk about this high value man shit, whatever. I mean, I live in California, so 100K, whatever. But I've made bags off of doing the kind of work I do, and I fuck with, you know, some cool camera gear and whatnot in motion graphic work. Cool. Most of this stuff I learned online. The whole way I'm speaking isn't from the standpoint of I'm better than anybody, I'm trying to sun anybody. It's literally like, hey, fam, I did this. I know you can do it. It's quite the opposite. It's not I'm special, I'm better. It's quite the opposite. It's, hey, you guys can do it too. And I'm speaking specifically, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. I'm speaking to guys I've talked to and heard from over the years who say they're not happy about their position in life. There's a lot of guys in this space that are not happy with their position in life. So I'm saying, hey, change your position in the real world in a real way. So I'm referring to some of the people in the chat acting like they don't understand what I'm saying. So if some of this stuff doesn't apply to you, then it doesn't apply to you. But it does apply if we care about some kind of manosphere, right? We go from we are sending a message to the guys to, well, we can't make guys do this, that, and the third. It's like, fam, we doing a whole lot of flip-flopping or whatever. Is the ultimate thing is, do we want to see black men doing better in a real way in the real world? Yes or no? Can we solidify that part first? Then we can get into the whole idea of how we're doing it, the best way to do it. We're going to mix in some bullshit in with the fuckery because that's what people want, supply and demand, profiting just off of, you know, RP content, RP rage content. Yeah. I totally get it. Everybody keep doing what they're doing, but just understand, if you're going to say my name, say AM1, you heard it here. I want to see black men doing better for real in the real world in such a way where you have less motivation to complain about anything. And it can be done, and it can be done in a self-taught kind of way where you give yourself more freedom, more options, so we're not worried about Keisha or Mei Ling or Maria or whatever. Just less drama, period. That's all I'm saying. Less drama for your life, period. And it's coming from a dude, self-made career, 44 years old, no kids, no marriage, dodged a lot of that. Ultimately, sorry, there's no pussy guaranteed for you. Do what you do, get it how you get it, but don't cry about it. That's all I'm saying. Y'all got it.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you coming through, AM1.
Hey, AM1 still there?
Yeah, he's still here.
I just had a quick question for him. I probably spoke to AM1 like maybe once or twice. Fellow video editor and all motion graphics guy, so
for sure.
I enjoy what he does and everything. I always wanted to know, AM1 though. You know marketing, you know personas and the whole nine. My question to you: why do you care?
Well, you brought up marketing, you brought up persona, right? So there is a part of me that's like, I want the world to be a better place. I want the world to be a better place for black men, right? Because that's my kinship, right? That's a mirror to myself. So again, from the standpoint of marketing, optics, I want to see black men doing better. I've heard my whole life, niggas ain't shit. All black men care about is this, that, and the third. And I've seen in a lot of ways some of these things be proven, these stereotypes, right? So black people are so this, that, and the third, and so beat down and broke down, but at the same time, back up what they're saying by falling into those traps and stereotypes, right? But focusing more on the men, let's not be on some goofy nigga shit. Let's be on some upstanding shit. Let's go for the skills, resource, value tip, right? Like, I care because this is my kinship, right? But hey, I'm
the dumbest guy in the room, AM1. Excuse me for my stupidity. I'm serious. Could you slow that down for me? The whole kinship thing. I'm trying to understand, because it's like you say black men is or like you said, like almost like a reflection of you, of your kin.
Well, think of it this way.
I'm just trying to understand.
I could break it down like this. Think of it this way. There's like the idea of your name, your family lineage, your genetic lineage. So it's like growing up, I have brothers that look similar to me, right? That I grew up with, that we have common goals relative to growing up together, wanting to have success. So that's family, right? Then there's extended family. You're following me, right?
Yeah. Okay, I get the whole thing about like the goals.
Moving like a unit for a community. So you go direct nuclear family, then I don't know, your cousins, then your family, then your genetic lineage, right? That's the whole concept of like a race, ethnicity type concept. That's all.
So you're saying
the mirror. Like go ahead.
So you're saying like the genetic lineage that goes through men who happen to be black?
Well, really, I'm referring to, if you want to talk about a so-called black community with some kind of collective experience that shares similar problems and similar challenges, then it's kind of like, well, yeah, you guys kind of feel it how I feel it. And if I have any wins, I want to tell you how I got that win so we can all be better and move together. Because obviously we know there are certain racial elements where people are trying to weaponize race against other racial groups and manipulate resources. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I've always wanted to understand that. I know that a lot of people here have stated for a long time that black men are not a monolith, and that they come from so many different backgrounds and stations in life and have a wide variety of views. So I don't know. There's a lot of times when I hear concepts like, I guess, moving as a community of people who look like you, it confuses me a bit, because I would be thinking that from a logical point of view, the angle would be to really have strong connections with people who share the same values.
I agree. I actually agree with that. People talk about black first. I say intelligence first. So I agree with that. But it just happens to be a place where a lot of black people congregate. And for the most part, I'm around black people most of the time in my life. And the way I came up on this online space, it happened to be a lot of black folks that I've, met and kicked it with in real life and networked with and done business with. Ultimately, there's no monolithic, specific black culture, blah, blah, blah. But I do want to see people doing better, black people doing better, black men doing better. So yeah, that's why I care to that degree. At least if there isn't a situation where there's black men doing better in general, if I can reach one young black dude and put him on a path to say, hey, go use an online tool like YouTube, pop off a career, then maybe that's one less dusty, raggedy nigga out here that might run up and rob me.
Oh, okay.
So at the very least, that could be the consolation prize.
Let me get to these super chats. Shout out to Bucket at 8 for the 10, man. Greatly appreciate you. Appreciate the message, Mr. Fantastic. No, appreciate you, brother. And let me highlight Eric Bird. Come back up. Where you at? There we go. Shout out to Eric Bird, brother. Exactly. I have 3 short films on YouTube. Salute, brothers, Mr. Fantastic. I was actually listening to your stream in the lift pool. The black female pastor gave me a stink look. Job. Hey, man, mission accomplished then, young fella. Mission accomplished. Greatly appreciate you, brother. Oh, let me do this right here. Listen, man. Listen. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this again. I don't know. Again, this is where I get with y'all. Listen, bro. This is you need sex, dog. You need it. Not from a survival standpoint, but from a humanly functional, normally, healthily, humanly functional. You need it. Again, it's a reason why it's a biological imperative. You literally have something that subconsciously tells you to do it. What are you niggas talking about? From a psychological and a biological standpoint, your body wants sex. Okay. So mentally and like interaction from humans, one, and again, a underlying biological imperative. Can you nigga? I'm gonna put that shit on. I'm gonna put that on a shirt. Biological imperative. You have the urge to have sex with a woman. Okay, now do you need it to survive? No, you do not. But I'm telling you again, bro. When y'all this is my biggest hang up with the red pill is like you don't need no woman for shit. That's a lie, dog. That's a fucking lie. Okay, nigga. Unless you're telling me you're gonna be how. Give me the percentage of men that are going to be able to go through life without sex with a woman. Give me the fucking percentage. It's going to be extremely low, my nigga. Extremely low.
What's the percentage? What's the percentage of guys that are going to put that as like the 80% of their focus, though? That's the word. That's the
problem. Hold on, Azrael. This one, AM1. That's what we talk about. AM1. We tell you this. Listen, bro. This is one of the most like staunch things that the Manosphere is good about, and what I think is really too far and too extreme. I'm the balance for that. Niggas say, "Oh man, you don't need them hoes, you don't need no bitch." Like, bro, nah, brother, don't listen to these niggas. All right, unless you're gonna get you a strong motherfucking Jergens and Lubriderm account, my nigga. Okay, and a lot of motherfucking Charmin. Okay, and you and or socks or whatever, bro. You're going to need a woman to give you your sexual satisfaction. All right, fam. Don't make that your focus, though. I say that a lot of other men in this space say that, but too many niggas say, no, you don't need a bitch at all. And that's where a lot of the red pill rage comes because nigga does all this shit. Like you said, he gets the skills, he gets all this shit or whatever. And oh man, I can't talk to this bitch because I'll be a simp. I don't want to be no simp, but my dick hard as fuck. Oh shit, I gotta do something with this.
It's lame confusion. But fantastic. Let me ask you this because you made a good point. Do you think there are what guys who could be described as incels that populate this space? Do you think there's any auxiliary incellery?
But this is why I tell you. AM1. It's a very small percentage, fam.
The incels are a small percentage. You think?
Yes. By the definition of incel, involuntary celibate, mean a man cannot get sex at all, or say that's a man that's got to pay for sex in order to get it, bro. I don't believe it's a high content of them, dog. It's just not. I'm telling you, it's not, bro. I've seen like AM1. I purposely and literally covered this. AM1. There are men that are mentally challenged that are dealing with women. There are men that are physically handicapped. AM1. No legs or short legs or this and the other. And they got old ladies. Not just that, they got children. So if just using that purview, and then too, like I said, not even just that's just me thinking about black men. When I look out to even broader and see the white dudes I see with old ladies, the Asian dudes who are the least wanted guys on the planet that have old ladies, I am not going to put in this fucking sector that's mainly fucking black men. I just can't. It doesn't make any sense. The sample size of the math ain't mathing. There's no way you're going to have that contingent of men amongst all men, but in this space, it's no way it can be that large because then, like you say, I do the same thing. I don't just look at the online shit, bro. I look at real life. It's too easy to get pussy out here, man. It's really
see. Here's the thing. I'm actually in agreement with you on that. It's way too easy. So it's hard for me to wrap my mind around most of the complaints that I hear about dudes having issues with Keisha or whoever. So for me, I'm like, really? Pussy is not hold on.
AM1. And when that goes to the other point, and Alex, I'm gonna work you in, brother. I appreciate your patience, Alex. I'm gonna make sure you gonna have all the mic time.
Yeah, I don't want to jam the whole thing up. My bad, but this is
no, you good. But let me make this very, very important thing. Now, see, AM1, I'm glad you asked that question because now this defeats the shit that they say. The same lie they're telling on Passport Bros or whatnot. Oh, these niggas just want to fuck. No, bro. Especially brothers our age, man. Listen, bro, I do not have the energy, the desire, the anything to rip and run on hoes at 40 years old, dog. I'll be 40 this year. I'm not trying to chase this bitch, that bitch. I'm not trying to have a new bitch every night, bro. Especially knowing that I know, bro, STD rates too high. I'm not trying to spend hella money on this bitch, that bitch, this bitch, gas, all this other shit. Bro, I'm not trying to juggle. Yeah, I'm not trying to juggle. I'm not trying to juggle hoes. I'm not trying to do none of that shit. It's too risky. It's just not worth my time. Brothers at different stages in life have other fucking, you know what I'm saying, motives or goals. Bruh, even though I'm not by any means, shape, form, or fashion thinking about marriage ever in life. Right now, at my point, bro, you couldn't pay me to get married. Bitch, talking about marriage, bitch, I'm not the one for you. Let you know that straight up. I'm not getting married. I just got fucking divorced. Okay. Now, even a long-term relationship, I'm not even really thinking about that, taking that too serious right now. Okay. But eventually, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to want a woman that steadily fucks with me. Okay. That's my goal. So it's a lot of brothers who maybe can't get that and they're trying to navigate that. That's what I'm saying. In the individual basis, I'll never be able to tell you because it's you know, it's case by case basis on every individual. But if I look at it from the circumstances of the biggest majority of the people in this space are 30 and up, well, these are the dudes that are quote unquote, you know, they're established for the most part, they're steady, they have a place to stay, all this other shit, la la la. And two, even if you out here ripping and running now, you won't be soon because you're getting older and you gonna just want that one chick to motherfucking settle down with. You want one chick that's gonna motherfucking settle. Even the fucking pimps do it, right? The motherfuckers that
You're
know
describing the problem, fantastic. You really are describing the problem. I've been trying to jump in with this thing with you and AM1 for a second because I think what's going on here, what AM1 is looking for, and the reason why you can't necessarily get it from the black manosphere especially, is because dudes really do want what you're talking about by and large. Like pussy is great. Like every nigga tell you, like pussy is fun, but after a certain point in life, you do realize that you require more than pussy. And not only that, but like you said, the chase of pussy is costly. So now you realize that I need to actually think about things and navigate a little bit properly. And the problem a lot of guys are having, and this is why like most of the popular black media revolves around relationships, is because a lot of men are finding out there's no woman to love. And when there's no woman to love, that's a fucking problem. For dudes who talk this black community shit, for niggas who want black men to do this and that and black women to do this and that, if there are no women to love, then fuck all the other plans, bro. Like, and I don't mean it to be so like snide or nothing, but that's really how it breaks down.
But you just entered in. We got hold on. We gotta get Alex in here. Then we'll work everybody else in. Brother been up here being patient. He the only one that has spoke. Brother, go ahead, brother. You got it, man. The mic is yours. I'm sorry.
Appreciate it, fantastic. One thing I want to say is that Black Manosphere, we're talking about the Black Manosphere, it started to tell us black men that we not alone. Whether you're the hood cat, whether you're the educated cat, whether you're the bald head like me, whether you're a dark-skinned nigga like you know, we not alone. Whether you like Trump, whether you know, the Black Manosphere told us that we all have problems with certain type of women. Why are we having these problems? You know, it telling us not to self-sacrifice ourselves. I was 20 years old, working 2 jobs with a woman with 4 kids. I had no esteem, no self-esteem. You know, when the world telling you that black men, you need to take care, you need to be a stepdad, you need to step in, you need to give up your life. You give up your life for your mom, you need to give up life for other people. Well, you need to know that I'm a man. That's what the Black Manosphere started out to be. Now, you know, with YouTube, we get monetized and a lot of people have messages and they're not sincere. But I think at any time that any of this information have saved one man from a low quality relationship, it saved one man from a marriage that he was in. You know, it saves one man. That's what makes a difference. So a lot of kids need to hear that. There's somebody 19 listening to this right now who's going to go, you know what? I ain't going to worry about that woman. I'm going to go do something else. But once that is over, once they know their value of worth, then they can be successful. Was getting away from that woman with 4 kids maybe successful? It did. And I live in Memphis. I got a bookcase. I'm a weird motherfucker. All right. So I went from 4 kids to 1 kid, a woman with 1 kid, and that wasn't enough. I told myself, you know what? I'm just going to stop dating women with any kids at all. You know, this is what we do. And this, I know we talk, look, I can be educated. I can talk this and that. I still love big booty chicks. I still love big titty chicks, you know? And I live in Memphis, a whole lot of them all around here. But maybe they got 1 or 2 kids with them, pretty much. But I'm saying the Black Manosphere, I know we want to make it to this higher thing, but at the lower essence, if that stumbling block of women can just get out the way, hey man, you ain't worth that. Leave that relationship alone. You know you can get the pussy, go on someplace else. The reason why I'm saying this because it's a lot of emotions when I'm hearing people talking about the Black Manosphere. It's a lot of emotions for me because I know where I was in a certain part of my life. I know just clicking on a video on YouTube, listen to Black Ram 313, listen to TMT, listen to those people who were sincere, those people who were telling the truth. I remember how that got me pulled out and said, "Ma'am, Alex, you work more than that. You don't need to be with this single mom. You need," and that's what it helps. But I understand what AMY, I understand what you're saying. We need to elevate, and some dudes need to graduate. So a lot of times I turn this off. I don't even go on YouTube listening to red pill content. But sometimes that simp starts to come right back in, and I need to re-up. I need to re-up on that non-simp card. That's why I listen to this. And fantastic, you just appeared up on my feed, and I clicked on it. But I appreciate you just letting me get up here and talk. But man, this stuff saves lives. Beyond, it's not women, it's not pussy. It saves men's lives. It makes them become better men. Once you start worrying about women, pussy gonna come, like you say. It's retarded dudes out here getting pussy. But once you stop worrying about that, money is gonna come. Everything else is gonna come in line. Now, what's my problem now? Just like the manhood conservative is saying, I can't find a decent woman now. Because the women's kind of seem like low quality to me now. You know, so now that's another issue, I guess. So I'm gonna let y'all talk, but that's what I had to say.
Hey, greatly appreciate it, man. Shout out to Pablo Frescobar for the 5. Thanks for explaining my every thought on the subject. Sex intimacy is a need. Where it fits in the hierarchy of needs is up for debate. Well, yeah, I'm with that, bro. Again, bro, you can't fucking deny that shit, bro. Again, we can have anybody, we can have that debate. SKC, I saw you in the thing saying, brother, it's definitely a need, brother, from every way, shape, form, or fashion. And like I said, from a biological standpoint and so sociological and psychological standpoint, it's how men and women get along with each other. It's literally what makes men and women dependent upon each other.
I'd be willing to debate it.
I had to have a healthy relationship. If you want to set it up, bro, we set it up whenever you want to do it.
Yeah,
So
right.
why you on here twice? Who conservative? You on here twice. But okay, my bad. You might be switching over. Okay, but cool. But nah, man. Listen, at the end of the day, I understand the whole dick and pussy conversation thing or whatnot, what have you. That's gonna happen, bro. That's gonna be part for the course because too. What I think what gets lost is again the black male experience is unlike any other on the fucking planet because we're the only person who's fucking under the woman we're attached to. That like we can't forget that. This is a reason why
under the woman.
Yes. Like you hold on. Now, and listen what you're saying. You optics and and the machine and all of this stuff that's doing it. You just talked about the ASAP Rocky cover, right?
Sure.
That's what that was. That was literally that. That's telling the world, hey, the black woman runs the fucking black man. That's a part of that, and it's been an ongoing thing now for at least 2.5 generations. This is the black man fucking coming into his place as the man and taking his fucking rightful place as the fucking leader or in the process of doing that. This is why you have so many people coming up against it. The Willie D's, the simps, the black women, of course, are going to do it because what? Like you said, power. Power is never given. It's what? Taken. This is black men standing the fuck up and saying, hey, man, we're here now. We got something to fucking say. You're going to fucking hear us with goddamn man. And hey, this is what we going on. Most importantly, again, and just shout out to the Passport Bros. Again, man, brothers, we are purposely taught. And what I'm glad, and I'm going to stick exactly what AM wants to talk about, right? Bro, the psychology involved, the propaganda involved, most people, I would say 95% of people don't see it. Okay.
Right.
The social engineering involved in just the existence of the African American, the FBA, whatever you want to call it, right? The black person is unlike any other, even to the point of where a person that did some horrible things over in Germany said he used some of the tactics that the United States of America used during slavery towards the thing he did over there in Germany, right? So for that to have that much of a fucking power and influence, all right, that tells you a lot, okay? Now, again, that's not going on now. It's no modern day slavery in the United States of America, even though modern day slavery is still going on other places. That's another thing for another day. There is some lingering of that still going on. That's why niggas have a fucking attachment to it. Why? Because black people identify blackness with slavery. That's your beginning. Very few people, I don't say very few, but not enough people know about they came before Columbus, right? Not too many people know about any other narrative other than the slave narrative. And if you try to feed them something else to it, nigga, you know, people might damn fight you, man. So we're working in a very, very complex and unique situation at the same time as to where we're trying to overcome different things. And we're the only men that are fucking under our women from a societal standpoint and the respect of fucking our own government and own country standpoint. So that's going to be extremely hard to navigate. That's not going to just be something we say, hey, man, we'll just do this shit and, alpha your way through it and figure it out. No, bro, you can't do that. You got to help your brother as much as possible, and we need to bring each other up as much as possible together because, again, this is not going to be a one-man thing. We can't be on some niggerlander shit. On this, and when, again, you're trying to maintain power and take your rightful place as the leader of your fucking demographic as a fucking man. And that's what's happening. We're seeing what's happening now, and that's why so much pushback and kickback for the passport bros, because niggas is saying that we're understanding and learning the power of, hey, look, bitch, any child I make is gonna be a black baby. Okay, I know you. I'll make you. I don't want to make you one drop rule niggas mad, but this is what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Hear me out. If you have a baby with a bitch in Japan, that baby's not gonna be considered Japanese. It's not gonna be accepted as Japanese. It's gonna be looked at as a black baby. You have a fucking baby in motherfucking Germany. It's not gonna be fucking looked at as a full German or whatever. It's gonna be looked up as black German. Okay. Any fucking child you have as a black man, bro, is gonna be seen as black first. And you can't lie because you niggas love to claim them. Naomi Osaka, anyone? You niggas claim the fuck out of her. Or well, not niggas, black women. I would say niggas. Black women do this the most. Black women be the first person to say, oh, she not black, she mixed. But anytime a black woman does something of note, what do? They claim her. Meghan Markle got on fucking thing. We covered that here, talked about it. And the psychological parts of it and the gaslighting and all this other shit too, bro. Another big thing too, bro. Bro, we cover so much shit. We cover so much shit that it gets lost in the mix. For real. Like, bro, I can think about shit that comes up and bro, we already talked about this. It's just did this fucking rotation and it's back around again. But back to the Meghan Markle point, right? We talked about how fucking black women embarrass themselves and motherfucking compare that shit to the Princess and the Frog. Even though this woman made a statement, I don't identify as black. What did black women do? They claimed her, right? Same thing with Naomi Osaka. Naomi Osaka, fucking black women don't give a fuck about nothing with fucking tennis, but Serena Williams. And when the half Japanese girl whooped Serena's ass, oh yeah, oh sister, oh baby, So that's what I'm saying, man. It's a lot. It's extremely more complex, man. Okay, but it's the fact of the matter that who is you? You niggas ain't no psychologists. You niggas ain't no doctors. You niggas ain't this. Even though we got those in the space. Shout out to T.S. Johnson, the PhDs, right? Even when you got that, So again, man, it's so many layered fucking issues and things black men have to go through where it's never enough. Well, you don't fit this qualification. Well, you're not this, you're not that. Who are you? And all this other shit. So that's just what it is, man. It's never going to be perfect. But life ain't. And what I understand and I know we're doing right now is fucking literally figuring this shit out in real time and more than fucking doing good and improving the process along the way. That's the best way I can put it. But we got a new person, brother. I can't really. Sendai Roni. What's up with you, fam? The Roni guy, bottom middle. You're not muted, but you're not saying anything. Okay, SKC, you had something to say?
Oh no, I was really curious about what Cinderoni was gonna say.
Cinderoni? That's what yeah. I read that right? Cinderoni or whatever, I don't know.
But you also got Hoodservative, but I'll get with you later. I wanted to get with you about that thing about what's that? The Maslow
needing sex?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. You know how we do, bro. You want to set it up, we can set it up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not understanding that, particularly when you have had people who have lived very long and successful lives without having a lot of sex. So I'm.
Well, hold on, we ain't saying a lot.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
We're not saying a lot. We saying it's still you agreeing with me already. You need it. You still need it.
No. Fantastic. You are falling into a trap. Do not do that. He is making a physical argument out of something that is more spiritual. And I know it sounds corny to think of it that way, right? But this is a real thing, right? Once, like as far as men and women are concerned, if women are only for sex, then there's a lot of other things that you kind of take off the table because all they good for is having sex with. So there's another problem. Stop. No, I won't stop because you try to set them up, and we need to have this conversation plainly without, I know what you up to, bro. We fight all the time. I know how to do this, but the thing is, The thing is, bro, when you make it just about sex, and this is the problem that the manosphere has been up against since its inception, because there are a lot of guys who have knowledge about how to get sex from women, and they'll teach that and they'll talk about that, and that'll be a whole subsection of the manosphere. But it's only a part of the whole, and the whole thing really boils down to men need more than sex from women. There has to be an element of intimacy. There has to be an element of like partnership, an actual bond between a man and a woman. Don't you know, like, have you ever been out in the countryside and seen these old ass couples that probably survived three wars together as a country? They didn't watch wars come and go. They didn't have wars in their personal lives. If
Hey,
us
Eric, you
as
want to change
black
your name
men
in the back, bro?
today,
Hey, hold on,
I'm
brother
saying,
in the back. The brother in the back. You got your, yeah. Thank you, appreciate you, man. I figured I thought it was you. I wanted to make sure you didn't have that. Go ahead, Hood. My bad.
all I'm saying is if brothers today, like the dude was just speaking, you know, he can get a bunch of bitches with kids already, but he can't find a woman that he can actually work with. If you don't have that, we won't have those old couples that been together that have a lifetime of couples experience. Like, all that shit will be dead because bitches only good for fucking. And that's a serious problem that even the pro-blacks who care about the community, they can't address it, because once it's only about the physical, you're gonna lose out on a lot of shit you love. Like I was talking, look, the whole Rihanna thing, right? The picture with Rihanna. When I was covering that, I compared that to the old images of the black family with the strong black man and the woman that obviously loved him, and she was praying and had the kids praying, and he was fighting the world off. It was ill pictures, or even just the picture of the black family at the table, right? Big Mama, that whole extended family unit. That's just dead because bitches only good for fucking.
Hey, conservative. Hey, you did chop a little bit into my argumentation, but I do have another part of that. I think people make the mistake of trying to mix the biological perspective with a human desire. I think that's what's one of the major mistakes that people make when they pull up Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
Well, not, but like I said, I use that, bro. Again, I say it's a reason why sex is the only thing that's on there twice, bro. Again, because it's two levels to it. It's the necessity of existence. Yes, so you literally do need it to live, as in the human race to live and survive. So when I say you need it to live, I'm talking about the survival of the species. Sex is needed by men and women. That's the most important. You know what I'm saying? Then secondly, again, like I said, from a sociological and psychological standpoint, the healthy relationship between a man and a woman, human beings are fucking social creatures and pair bond, right? So being that human beings pair bond, in order to have a pair, it's supposed to be what? A man and a woman. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing too, SKC, because, you know, we go even a much deeper layer, and, you know, we stay away from it. We can't really get into it. The man and the woman.
Yeah. And I get that. But what I'm saying is, on that first part that you made, the first part, I agree with you. But to a certain degree, the people who would come in and try to follow you on that argument, if they're not trying to have a family, then they can't make that part of their argument.
No,
see what I mean?
No. Well, even if it's still, and that's why I say it's double layer. It's the only thing that's on there twice. Again, even if you don't want to have a family or have children, Cinderella, you working, brother, but you got a background. Mute up to you on. So
then it falls out of the biological perspective. Then at that point,
yeah, but then it goes from the biological to sociological and psychological. And in order for you to still, even if you don't do the biological thing in procreating, you still have, it's still a biological, that's still a biological part of you as a human being to need to be pair bonded, to a desire for that. So whether that still falls into the two categories, either way it goes. Because
how are you pair bonding if you never bond with anyone?
Well, and two SKC, you still fall into the biological by default because you're here. So being that you were born here, you're a result of the biological fucking interaction either way. So either way, it's still covered twofold, no matter how you cut it or slice it. You're gonna fit into one.
And
here's my counter to both sides.
SKC, you want to know how you pair bond?
Well, here's my Well, here's my counter to both sides. for the people who like to follow the whole, I would say the animal thing of it all when they'll say that, which is fine. I would just say if you're gonna stay to that argument, be consistent with it. So then that means that if a person is following that setup and saying, hey, just like animals, blah 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 blah, we gotta get it off, and okay, then you also have to take away the other parts of humanity, which goes beyond animal stuff, because humans have the ability of that gray matter between our ears to override those things at will.
Right.
Oh, and this is what I say, SKC too, and this is what I say too. You have to add the element of, okay, what's more likely, what's more probable versus possible. You see what I'm saying? Of course, can we go to where you have this individual where I don't know where inner life is from. I greatly appreciate you, brother, because you're really helping supporting my point by you know what I'm saying, countering it, right, or attempting to counter it. Bro, some people do not have someone in their life and go a lifetime without sex. They don't die. Brother, give me the percentage of that. Give me the percentage of men and women that go a lifetime, an entire lifetime without sex, brother.
Yeah, that's more on the extreme side.
Not only that.
No,
what do they do with their life?
Well, hold on.
Like, it's more than just the sex, bro. It's just like that person, his life is weird.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. This is the problem I have with the red pill ideology, because guys say this, like, you can, no, brother, you're not going to do it. Even brothers that say, hey, it's some brothers that do the fucking, you know, the abstinence thing or whatnot, what have you, the MGTOW monk, bro.
Yeah, I think you're conflating the red pill with the red pill. Shouldn't just be don't deal with women. That's more like a monk mode thing specifically, right?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, I don't know who, I'm not familiar with this person, but that's what he's saying. He's saying you don't need a woman for sex, brother. That's not the majority. The majority of men do. The majority of men have sexual desires, and just because you fulfill those sexual desires don't mean you have to be irresponsible or fucking overly sexual. It's like, it's a negative thing for straight men. Listen, and that's why I say I love when people do this, bro. I think I'm one of the fairest motherfuckers, bro, when it comes to, you know, having a discussion, full-throated fucking discussion all the way through it, because there's layers to this shit and we have to go much deeper. Brother, where is your smoke, or where is the smoke from anyone, from men that deal with men?
Well, what? I mean, that's off rip. Like, for the most part, that's
no. AM1, that's what I'm trying to tell you. No, it's not off rip. We literally don't talk about it. Why? Because no one here fits that, right? So it don't get talked about. And if you try to talk about it, you're gonna have issues and problems. Hold on, fam. You're gonna have an issue and a problem from a monetization standpoint from even talking about it, or having a chance of you know what I'm saying, your channel getting flagged and losing your motherfucking content for talking about it. And then societally, bro, I just witnessed this yesterday, bro. I made a joke about, you know, a quote unquote a person being hey, right? And the same thing that black women do every day and accuse straight men of being fucking hey, right? I did it on an actual act that most straight men would consider it, and all of fucking rainbow Twitter jumped on my ass. Okay, that's the point I'm trying to make. Straight men straight black men, especially straight black men's fucking penises are criticized and held to a higher standard than any other fucking man on the fucking planet, even included by other black men, straight black men.
But why do we care about that?
You got to be building. You got to be. Yeah, you got to.
I care.
Building.
Hold on. I care.
Build Wakanda or die.
Hold on. I care. And for one, I'm a black man. Okay, and I require pussy.
No. Fantastic. Let me clarify that. So, just to be clear, need pussy. I like it. I enjoy it. It's not that big of a challenge for me to get. So I guess from my level of consciousness, it's like, okay, I can take it or leave it. It's always available. It's not an issue. So what
in the words of Fleece Johnson, booty is more important than water.
I mean, we really are going down that road if you think about it. Like, bro, fantastic. The problem with what you're framing it as is when you only
was more important than drinking water, man.
Go ahead.
And shit. And I'm gonna tell you why. And this is where it's logically, psychologically, there's a common thread going on here. Once you remove the beauty of the reproductive act that is between a man and a woman, and you make it just about some physical, I need the bus. There are a lot of niggas who don't care where they bust. And it really does go from that to that. That's the logic chain right there. If you just remove it from that basic thing between a man and a woman, and just all it is about busing, well, there's gonna be dudes who be like, well, it don't matter where you bust, don't matter who you bust with. That motherfuckers, that's the line of logic right there.
No, that's horrible logic. Again, Hood Survey, that's horrible logic, and it's literally again is proving my point. It's still man in my argument as to when if you as a man even have. Bruh, we're literally in the fucking era where a bitch can sell her pussy on the internet, bro. She can show it. She can show it. She can play in it. She can motherfucking deal with real dicks, fake dicks, whatever the fuck she want to do with it. And nobody can say anything. Why? Because it's her body, her choice. And nothing's wrong with sex work. Now, you as a straight heterosexual black man, okay, say, hey, look, hey, man, I want to have me a fucking rotation of hoes, okay? Not too many, not nothing crazy. Let's say 2 of them. 2. I want to have 2 that I deal with or whatever. Now, if you as a black man, mind you, every other man, like shit, y'all niggas, and this is why I say I get confused, because niggas love referencing, oh, we need to go to arranged marriages. And you know, a man should have multiple wives or multiple women. Brother, you can't say one and then come back on the other and say what a nigga say, hey man, I likes pussy. Oh,
bro, let me tell you why that's a losing argument. In the grand scheme of things, not that you're having an argument or nothing, but in the grand scheme of things, why that is a weaker position is this. And this is my final arrow to shoot at this whole conversation, bro. As men, everybody likes sex, right? And women are for sex. That's kind of what we like about them, right? But here's the grander problem of it all, and this is what literally separates the men from the great men, from the men that get written about, from the men that history remembers, right? If pussy comes over legacy, you deserve whatever life does to you. And as men in the black community, pussy comes over legacy. We have no legacies for the most part, so we deserve whatever life does to us. Yes. That is the simple, plain truth of it all. And so when you fall into this trap of it's only about the physical, you're sacrificing your legacy. And so right now I ask every man listening, what is your legacy in this community? And if all you can mention is pussy, what we got?
This is not accurate. I said I'm working it. Shout out to Gary Grant, man. Appreciate you, Gary. Hey, glad to see you back at it, man. Glad to see you too, bro. Appreciate you for coming through. Put service. No, brother. Listen, like now you're I gotta use SKC's point to support my point, bro. 100% of people don't procreate, so 100% of people are not going to have a legacy. If you're talking, are you talking legacy or lineage?
Either or. Right, either or, but your lineage means nothing if your name means nothing. That it's a pointless conversation to just say lineage, bro.
So again, brother, you can have a great legacy, bro. Wilt Chamberlain has a wonderful legacy. He doesn't have any heirs, and he allegedly fucked 20,000 women. So I just defeated your.
You're making my point now. So what? No, look. If Wilt Chamberlain got all that pussy, but the Chamberlain family name will be just nothing. He was just a nigga that fucked bitches. What does that mean in the grand scheme of things?
Wait, but he's not. Wait, stop. Are you?
He played ball and fucked bitches.
Okay, my nigga, again, about? Maybe you don't have a respect for the sports or the game of basketball to know what fucking Wilt Chamberlain is, my nigga. Wilt Chamberlain is one of the greatest basketball players to ever fucking touch the fucking basketball, and you know his name.
He balled to the wall.
Oh, don't stop! Don't cut me off. Because of basketball, my nigga. What the fuck are you talking about? His legacy is fucking basketball without any air. He just happened to be able to fuck a lot of bitches because of his name off of basketball.
I would argue that having a family. Yeah. Let me make the argument. I would argue, especially when you want to have the community conversation. Don't forget there's this overarching thing of the community here. If you have no heirs, I would say that you taking that Wilt Chamberlain legacy, all that Chamberlain money, and focusing it on your wife and 6 to 10 children would have done better for your name, your legacy, and whatever community that you say you give a fuck about. Who cares that all the bitches you fucked at the end of it all, bro?
No matter what he did, you can't deny.
I'm not trying to put him down, but what does it matter? What does it, yo, bro? What do 20,000 pussies really matter, my nigga? Like seriously.
What they did. On
What
the
does
court,
20,000
bro.
pussies matter? What do 20,000 vaginas?
Please shut the hell up.
Brother, listen, hear me out, hood conservative. Listen, no disrespect, bro. I fuck with you for real, but brother, you have a very, very poor argument. It's easily defeatable, dog. Do 100% of people procreate, brother?
Hey,
Hold on, stop. No. I'm willing to play ball. 100% don't, right? Only the greats generally.
Fame brings more women.
Bro, hold on, fam. Hold on, Ronnie. Hold on, fam. So, brother, so that's what I'm trying to explain to you. 100% of people do not fucking procreate, bro. Some people are fucking literally impossible because they're sterile. Just like there's sterile women, there's sterile men. Who knows? A nigga fuck 20,000 bitches. I would have suggested he's probably sterile as fuck. There ain't no way he didn't slip up. And he was in the 70s and 60s. I mean, no. What if he left an army of bastards? Hold on, fam. This is what I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, who are you?
The shit is elevated, right? This is what I'm trying to say. If the shit is elevated, let's say it's not even 20,000, but a few thousand or whatever, bro. There's no way you're telling me this man in the fucking 1960s and whatever the fuck, one of the biggest names ever or whatnot, movie star, athlete, all these different things, bro, wasn't motherfucking busting in the bitch raw. You mean to tell me he never fucking had a bitch pregnant? Again, brother.
We don't know. I'm not making that. None of my claims rest on that. All I'm asking is, now that the man is dead and gone, what is behind other than his numbers in some sports ball game? Like he had no children, no lineage. There will be no second and third generation Chamberlain.
You just don't have a listen, brother. Listen, hold on, Ezra. Let me say this, brother. You don't have a respect for sports, so it's not relevant to you. But for the millions upon millions of fucking sports fans, basketball specifically, brother, it means something. Again, the man's name is immortalized forever. Like in fucking what's that? He even has a fucking statue. Like, I mean, how many niggas that's got 30 kids? They'll never get a statue, my nigga. Their names will never be in one headline.
Hey,
hold on. It's plenty of fucking people, dog, that have plenty of kids and they're fucking nobody. Their kids don't even fucking keep their name going, okay? Because they have no respect for them. So
that was my whole point about black men and legacy. Nobody wants to keep their name going. Apparently, keeping your name going means nothing in the black community. I rest my case.
That's lineage.
Hold on. Let me explain something. This is the thing, right? This is why I hear what you're saying, but you got to add nuance to it. And I was listening to somebody streamed a couple weeks ago, and it made sense what Fantastic is saying. There's a difference between progeny and legacy, right? So, for example, I'll give you a prime example. We just talked about Wilt Chamberlain. Now, if I put up the name Michael Jordan, everybody here knows who Michael Jordan is. But to be honest, I'll bet you half of the people in here don't even know what his firstborn son's name is. Right, and that kind of proves Fantastic's points in the sense of your progeny is one thing, but your legacy is going to still be greater regardless of whether you have kids or not. What happened is, in my limited view at the time, was I always thought legacy is the same thing, equals your children, which in actuality it doesn't. It's really your progeny, and you just might so happen to have the ability to carry on the legacy through your progeny. Right.
Yeah, your lineage. That's why the two L's, legacy and lineage. People confuse the two all the time. Again, a lot of people don't really have legacies. A legacy is again like a story or name. Like I say, your namesake and your name being known or being known about. That's legacy. That's real legacy is. But your lineage is just the people that you have that's from your bloodline.
The reason why I brought hold on, let me just say, I'm almost done real quick. And the reason why I brought up guys like Jordan is because Jordan's sons, he quite has kept his embarrassment to him prior even to the whole thing with Larsa Pippen. Same thing with 50 Cent's son. 50 Cent has a legacy, but his progeny is shit, right? So I think, like someone said, legacy and lineage are two different things. You know, I give you a prime example of a good
LeBron has a legacy and lineage.
Or Steph Curry and his dad have a good example of that, but what I'm saying is your legacy will carry on. Your progeny could fumble the ball at any time.
All right, but yeah, all right. Shout out to Free Zone, man. Appreciate your patience, brother. It's on you, Free Zone.
Well, no. I think we just got a little. I think a basketball fever caught over the crowd because
I've been trying to say
moved
this though,
on. The original thing we were talking about was do. I don't even remember the original question. It was about men and women.
I was getting back to the original.
It wasn't about. Yeah, like it wasn't about Wilt Chamberlain's, like, his accomplishments, we get it, but he has nobody to pass it on to in the scope of this
You don't
conversation.
have to pass that on to nobody. It's gonna stand on top of that. You got to find somebody who can beat that.
Exactly. Look at the
Right,
Fords.
then it's over.
Look at the DuPonts. Look at the people. The
Right,
Waltons
but
that
look.
won
So if
Walmart.
somebody scores
Chamberlain is
one
gonna
extra point,
outlast.
your
He's
legacy
gonna
is done.
outlast a lot of people's lineage.
Legacy.
No, I
legacy
think you
will
guys are
always
missing the point. Hold on, can I? Let me clarify the issue a little bit, because I think when you say legacy and lineage, you're missing the grand point. Most people won't have children to finish what Fantastic was countering with. Yeah, most people won't have children. However, having children is a biological imperative. So crossing that hurdle, you've made one step toward your legacy. Right now, having children isn't enough, because a lot of people have children who don't go on to do anything with life. Let's say, all right, for example, to keep it small potatoes, right?
That's only
You're a
in your
guy.
eyes.
I'm just making no. It's not about me. This is how people work, bro. This is how people have been since forever.
That's how you working. You up here trying to judge somebody, and you don't
It's
even
not
know
a
it.
judgment, bro. It's observation. Let me explain it. Let's say you're a mechanic, right? You're not even a ball player. Let's say you're a mechanic. You work hard. You find yourself in a position of taking over your garage, right? Now you got a son. It goes from what was it? Sanford and Son, right? Now you a mechanic named Fred. You got your garage. You got your son Lamar. Y'all doing fucking work together. You want him to carry that on when you die, not just because it's your name, because it's a thing that you did. It's something that you did, that you built
the
in this
hell you
world
talking
that will
about,
last
man?
beyond you. And you
Are
want,
you
and I don't
agreeing
know
or
if
you
it's just me.
debating? Are you agreeing?
I'm
or you
making the
debating?
point. I'm making the point, and it's an observation about how humans
You
have worked
agreeing
since
with us
forever.
then?
Fathers passing stuff on to their sons. That's your legacy. Now, if his son doesn't want to keep the garage going, he doesn't want to maintain his dad's legacy.
But you just ultimately, when you said that, bro, you again still man my point. Even in having
man, I don't know
even
what's
in,
up with this dude.
even in having
No, I'm
children,
saying we don't value legacy in the community. That's
We
my
all
main
let
point.
one person talk at a time, man. Fantastic is trying to make a point.
Let's just move forward, because that's another.
This is what I wanted to say.
Hey, you know what? Hood, if you want to have that debate, you and SKC want to have a debate about sex and lineage, all that stuff, we can do that. We'll set it up. Let's just move forward in the combo. Go ahead.
I wanted to get back to what I popped in on initially for my signal got all fucked up and whatnot. But what I was going on was that when you were speaking on, you were saying how Hitler used the slave treatment in his process. It was really more the Trail of Tears with the Indians and the blankets. That was really what he really put down. But to add on to it, most males in this day and time, like they coming up with no fathers around and things of that nature, and they learning from other men. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, the psychological effect is they only obedient to women.
Yeah.
So that's where this simp master whole point that's what this thing was about, simping. You know what I'm saying? And that type of theory, and that's where that whole master simp come from, where you got somebody who's gonna always try to outdo the next man or hate on the next man or just try to, turn a $2 chick into $1,000 chick. And it's, you know what I'm saying? It's the same, you know what I mean? Like that simping is something that's really taught and embedded in somebody. And once they get into it, they got to almost probably lose their life or something like that to shake up out of that.
Okay.
But the government definitely pushes that into the system of our livelihoods, because look at most neighborhoods and things of that nature, and look at how the geographics of our people are. Like, it's majority of the men coming up nowadays, white, black, or whatever, brown, whatever, they mainly raised by single parents. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not saying a woman can't do her job, but at the end of the day, all it's basically saying is that most men are going to come up, unless they raised by some other real men, they're going to come up disrespectful to other men, and they only going to respect women, and they're going to disrespect them too to a certain degree, because they're going to, you know what I mean, constantly fighting, constantly doing all kind of womanly things, you know what I'm saying? So you get what you put out here. As long as you know better, it shouldn't be no problems. But we talking about the mass, and that's the problem with the mass right now. You got a lot of unworthy women, you know what I'm saying, taking on a leadership role when they ain't qualified. And you know what I'm saying, you seeing it right now. And that's all races. It ain't just one.
Okay. All right, great points, brother. Big Kev, it's on you, fam. Appreciate you.
Oh yeah. Hey, how's it going, everybody? I saw that you guys, were talking. I just wanted to play the background, but something that going back to what everybody's talking about, when it comes to as far as are we too much focused on women or whatnot. If you ever read up on psychology, there's this concept in psychology called the women are wonderful effect, where they basically talk about how we as humans are basically programmed to have a emotional bias towards a woman, obviously for survival reasons. Reason why I bring that up is because essentially when we're talking about the flaws of a lot of women in this day and age, the reason why we get so much pushback is because it goes against that biological instinct called the women are wonderful effect, where basically you don't want to see women in a less than positive light because you associate, mentally speaking, you associate that with like lack of survivalism. In reality, that's not what's going on at all. In reality, we're pointing out the obvious problems with the society is that, again, it's not the rejection, it's not telling men that virility, having masculine virility is important. None of that's the problem. The problem is you want men to have these masculine pursuits and behavior while simultaneously penalizing them for engaging in those same pursuits and behavior. Okay, no matter what we say, no matter what our outlook is on life, the point is this: incentives influence behavior. If you want more men to get married and have children, you got to incentivize it. If you want more men to work longer hours, you got to incentivize it. When AM1 was on here, he was talking about becoming a self-taught photographer. Now, it was great that he did that, but would he do it if he wasn't getting paid for it? I'm sure he wouldn't. He might have it as a hobby, but he's not going to prioritize that above everything else. You know what I mean? So that's the point that people are missing here. It's like, if you want these desirable outcomes, if you want this quote unquote legacy and family, again, you got to incentivize it. Okay. There has to be incentives in place, because if you don't have the incentives in place, all you're doing is barking. Yeah. And that's about it. So
that's a great point. I will see again, man. Shout out to Big Kev, man. And that's a great point, like you said, yeah, too. A man has to, and that's one of the biggest. It's been a default on the black woman, black man dynamic. Again, we're in a situation where we're almost at fucking 50% rate, bro, of men, 100% of the men choosing from women that 50%, 50% of the women, have kids already. So we're being affected unlike any other demographic when it comes to that too. And you look at the bargaining, so of course you're gonna be competition, right? And most people get with their own people. Black men are saying, like, so if we just math this, we just do the math. Black men marry black women at a fucking 89% rate, right? Even the men that still getting married. Even if you passport bro it all the way, bro, the two biggest demographics that date out are Asian women. I think there's something like 15%, and white men are something like 11%. Those are the two biggest. So even if we was to match that, right, 15%, bear the math. And that's why I say, bro, we're all about the data here, right? So realistically, at the most, only 15% of black men are going to be able to date out. You know what I'm saying? But we know that's not going to be that high because we don't have enough black men traveling to make up that 15%. You know what I'm saying? So it's so many things the way you start looking into it from a realistic standpoint. The reason why we have this big fucking back and forth, and it's always dick pussy, dick pussy, dick pussy. Eventually, a man wants to fucking have a lot, like, and this to Hood Service's point, Hood Service, to your point, a lot of men do want to have a family. A lot of men do want to have children. A lot of men do want to have lineage and legacy. But if you have to choose from it, from, you know what I'm saying, only half the women, and then you 100% of the men, or you know what I'm saying, or like the 80-20 rule, let's do 80%, right? 80-20, because women are only having sex with 20% of the men. Now you got 80% of the men choosing for 50% of the women. You still got fucking 30% of the men that's gonna be out in the cold with nothing. And even if that, let's just say you max out on the 15%, right? You max out on the 15% that date out, we know that's never gonna happen. But let's do that. Now you still got fucking 15% of men left out in the cold with nothing. So and like I said, what would we say that, you know, would be the give or take number of just men who ended with nothing anyway? I would like to say the man that's gonna never have a family, never have a woman, never get anything. I would say that's less than 10%. So even if we max it up to 10%, now you're still in the negative when it comes to men that don't really have an option for dealing with women the way that it would normally go. it's like I said, the math is when you put it that way, bro, and you take a lot of the other shit out, bro. I'm just telling, it's just crazy, But that's our situation in comparison to anybody else's on unique situation in comparison to anybody else. We're basically having to operate like we're fucking the unwanted men that will be the Asian dudes, you know what I'm saying? Which like I think they get dated out the most. They're the least wanted man on the planet. When it comes, we're only behind white men when it comes to fucking desirability from a physical standpoint or whatever. So that's what I'm saying, man. There's just a gap in there. But Gary, it's on you, fam. Go ahead.
Hello, brothers.
Gary?
Interesting conversation here. First, we know that 30% of men never have sex their whole life till they die. The majority, from going back in time, about maybe 45 to 55% of men actually procreate and have that lineage. As for the legacy thing, legacy is built on your own. Because no matter what the father does, 90% of the time the son will not be able to do it. We rarely ever have a Dell Curry, Steph Curry, a Bobby Bonds, Barry Bonds. Most people that build their legacy or their lineage, by the second generation, it's done because it's usually squandered. If you check for most rich people, most of them don't even have kids. So when Homeboy was making the comment about Wilt Chamberlain is a legend. He's been dead for over 20 years.
Yeah.
And he's still being talked about because what he did, no other man did in the history of men. So how can you compare with that with him having a child? I think we put too much importance on, we have to have children. No, we have to build ourselves up. That's why we'll never have a community like everybody else, because we judge each other on other people's things. Well, he ain't got no money. Then you shouldn't have any children. But we'll look at a guy that got no money, has 7 baby mothers, and think he's the man. I think that's a loser, personally, because you've just not just affected your life, you just affected 7 other people's lives. Understand? But we give kudos to that. In 2023, no man should be having a child with any woman that he doesn't want to have as his wife. Only one reason for marriage is to have children. Brothers, you guys you're young men in 2023. If you're not going to have children, don't even think about marriage. Especially that you live in America. The system is already against you. You can't win. It's like trying to climb up a mountain that's greased. No matter what you do, you're not getting up it. First of all, you cannot have a community unless you have like-minded people. The majority of the communities that you guys talk in disarray of people in poverty, government people. We have a different set of black people that are very successful, have their families, have their neighborhoods, but we don't focus on the good things that are happening in the world. We focus on the negative. It's like, I don't know when it changed from half full to half empty, but everything now is like half empty because we look for the problem first and what causes something instead of looking, hey, yeah, Biggie got this girl pregnant, but he just donated a orphanage over here. We don't talk about the orphanage that he just helped 300 children with. We talk about the one thing that he got this girl over here pregnant. We focus on the wrong things. Until you're focusing on something that builds instead of breaks, things are not going to work out.
Just one question real quick, because I just heard something. I just wanted to make sure I didn't mishear this. Was there a thought that came up about Wilt Chamberlain being able to accomplish something that hasn't been accomplished in the history of men? Was that the argument?
Yes.
So we're at this point in 2023, and we're comparing a guy who played a sports game, and we're comparing which has not existed more than 100 years to the history of mankind.
Okay. For the history of that sport, no man has ever scored 100 points in a game except for Wilt Chamberlain.
I'm back on your
Okay.
side again, SKC.
NBA guy.
Huh?
NBA guy.
Well,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
We,
I just think that's a bit of an overstatement because I think I understand that I like sports, but in comparison to the rest of humanity, and think it's just entertainment. It's really not that important.
wait.
You don't, hold on,
Let's
brother,
cut the bullshit now.
relax, man, relax. Don't worry, you're next. First of all, let me make you know how important sports are. During wars, do you know what they do? They stop a war for the Olympics. That's how important sports are. There is no bigger sport name than Michael Jordan. Let me make
What
you
was
know
what was the biggest sport in the 1700s?
I can't tell you. I didn't live then.
Okay, all right. I'm out.
Okay.
Well, let's go further
Because
back in the Coliseum. We all know about the gladiators. Come on.
Brother,
The
how you gonna do
idea
that?
people always talk
Forget it.
discouraging or disparaging, about athletes because themselves they failed at it themselves. Myself included. I'm only 5'11" dude. I wasn't a basketball player or football player. But let's be facts about it. It's like the Devil Wears Prada. When that scene happens, when the girl was all talking down about high designers, and the character being played by the big time lady, I forgot her name exactly, spoke down to her condescendingly, let her know what I do employs millions of people. Michael Jordan, his brand Jordan, the sneaker. You saw he's just a guy jumping around, putting a ball in a metal rim. What he does employs millions of people, from the stadium that he played at Chicago for 15 years, to the city, to the bars, so people need to get out of that small world and realize an athlete employs you. LeBron James showed that in Cleveland when he left it to go to Miami. Yes. So an athlete has more power, yes, than the bricklayer, than the guy who's the plumber. Yes, he does. This is the idea saying, he just throws a football. He just shoots a metal, throws a baseball. Yes, but there are 60,000 people come to that arena, to that stadium, employing your ass who works at that bar, at that stadium. So get out of that whole talking down because you have some type of envy, jealousy of not being an athlete. And the other thing about lineage, let's break this down now. You remember Achilles, he was given that choice in the movie with Brad Pitt. Be the safe dude, go have your 4 or 5 kids. Or what did his mother say? Fight, and your name will be spoken forever. Have your children do the safe way. Hopefully your kids, they'll die out eventually. They'll die
We are
out.
comparing a sports ball nigga to a mythical figure that from ancient Greek mythology. You
That's
making my point,
being
bro.
is his life,
The nigga ain't no god, bro.
life effect helped millions of people. That's my point. What has your life effect done? Not to talk down on you, but when you talk down on an athlete,
Bro, how
because
does
you
he
never
go in the
became one
same
yourself,
conversation
then
with Achilles,
he
though?
can easily talk like it's like the thing with Deion Sanders. Jackson State folks disliked him because they thought he was a dumb athlete, right? But the fact of the matter is that when he went to Jackson State for 2.5 years, he made that program successful, brought a ton of money, but they didn't want to respect him because he didn't have that piece of paper. Big whoop-de-doo. It's the thing about being negative. Now, we're talking about women. Okay. Men, like we're talking about not having sex and all that. Look at the Catholic Church. Priests go in there saying they're going to be celibate. And what do they end up doing? They end up having issues with the choir boy or young girls. Because sex, at the end of the day, is a necessity.
Yes,
it causes issues. Look in the Middle East. Why do you think these guys are doing all that crazy shit over there? Think about it. They've been repressed sexually. They let it out in other ways. A lot of the issues in this world here in the United States, mass shootings. I jokingly said to somebody the other day, you wouldn't have mass shootings if you had a lot of ass shooting, guys getting off, but they're not. They're over here being mad at the world.
Thank you, sir.
They're living in the basement somewhere, and they go out and they do all this crazy shit. Fact of the matter is this: sex is a needed thing. A lot of men don't get it.
Pookie don't get no
Statistics
pussy
show
now?
there are a lot of men who are
Now
going
you
over
saying
a
Pookie
year
don't get no pussy?
plus without getting laid. You think that's not a negative? Those guys are the ones who have the hateful feelings because they don't have the ability to get a woman's trust or desire to lay down with them. Then therefore, they're the guys that are going to be talking negative about women because they unfortunately don't have that needed trait. That had to do with them being rich, because a lot of rich guys who still don't get laid. There's the Pookie Ray Rays get laid because they got that panache. They got that comfort to a woman saying, yeah, I'll give you the box because you just have that. Doesn't mean that you have to make $100,000 a year. The whole six figures thing is a beautiful thing for guys to fight. But let's be honest. If you got to depend on material things to get you some ass, you're lame. Simple and plain. Thank you.
All right, let me read this. I'll do zero, man, for the 20. You do not have the society. Excuse me. You do not have a society to have a legacy or lineage without procreation. You people bastardize literally everything you touch because you refuse to read the literature or definitions of the things you talk about. Yeah, man. Listen, bro.
Zero is 100% right.
Yeah, but again, man, I don't know. It's just some shit we'll just talk about. But hey, Armand, it's on you, fam. Go ahead.
Click my light on, man. Click my mic on, bro. Am I on?
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, okay. So what we talking about? Wilt, legacy?
No.
Women?
Yeah, bro, we just way off
simps?
track. We was talking about simps from the jump, bro. The original conversation was about, the whole thing, this claim that Black Manosphere is full of simps and Willie D talking shit or whatever, what have you, bro. So.
Oh, I saw Willie D on it. What he claiming the Black Manosphere or something?
Well, no, he said we, as in like I guess he's a watcher, which we knew that because again, he's a pro-black, pro-whack, simp ass nigga. So
Right.
he needs content from spaces like this to help support the Black women that he claims to support but doesn't really support at the same time. Because I remember right, Willie D just said something about either single motherhood or something. I want to say last year or not too long ago, and they kind of hopped on his ass about it. But at the same time, you know how those dudes do, man. Shit, even Boyce Watkins was talking about something about marriage. I forget what the brother did on Twitter. Yeah, you super simp, dude. So again, man, you know how these motherfuckers do. They placate the women every now and again. They jump out of their body, they get it conscious, or they want to do something for the dudes, get a few new followers, and so on and so forth. But yeah, for the main part, bro, it's the Willie D bullshit.
Yeah, well, Willie D needs to sit down because he a motherfucking hypocrite, bro. Plus, he a super simp.
Yeah.
But I do agree with Mr. KP. That shit is mandatory, man. You know what I'm saying? For a man, biologically, bro. Nigga go crazy. You don't get you enough pussy, that's gonna cause some problems with a man. You're gonna be frustrated, you're gonna be aggravated, you're gonna be irritated. So I agree with Mr. KP when it come down to that. Now, about being simps and all that kind of shit, that's sucker shit for me. Like I say, I'm a stand-up nigga. I'm from Compton, man. I don't play that shit. So at the end of the day, I'm not never bowing myself down for no vagina. It's just not that serious. Like I say, I buy that shit first and then kick the bitch to the curb. But yeah, man, that simp shit, I ain't even really got nothing to say on that, Mr. Fantastic, because that's not what I do.
All right, cool, fam. I appreciate it. Shout out to Dick Thug, man. I remember Willie D saying, "Whatever conservatives hate, I love." Yeah, man. Listen, and that type of nigga right there, bro. You already know what type of time you on, bro. But all in all, bro, listen. I greatly appreciate you guys coming up, bro. We did the same for 3.5 hours, bro. Really, really good conversation. Hood and SKC, if you guys want to, you know what I'm saying, we can have that is great discussion. I think we can focus on, man. Let me see the importance of sex in the Black community.
Fantastic. Real quick. Probably in like another hour, I'm gonna fire up a stream and talk a little bit more about this concept of legacy and explain my thoughts in detail. But thanks for having me up, bro.
Okay, appreciate you, fam. But hey, man, I greatly appreciate you guys. We had 300 people in here, man. I hit 6,000 subs today, man. Pretty good day for me. Greatly appreciate you guys. You support, man. Make sure you guys follow me on all my social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook page, all this Mr. Fantastic 824. And that's that'll not catch out on the next one, bro. Holla. I'm out.